It's time!
Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the newest edition of Speak Your Piece. My name is Evan Hoy, coming at you from Woodward Sports for the second week in a row, along with my awesome co-hosts, Jeremy Bryant and Paul Shapiro. So make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram, Speak Your Piece _313. Facebook and YouTube at Speak Your Piece, and TikTok, Speak Your Piece _podcast. And also make sure you guys are following us on Spotify or wherever you guys get your podcasts. As always, fellas, it's been, 2 weeks?
Yep.
About 2 weeks since we've seen each other? Yeah, because last week was the Michigan State game, and Jeremy had a lot of, you had a lot of bullshit to deal with, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But, so, Jeremy, how you been, man? What's been going on this last week? 2 weeks. 2 weeks, actually.
Just a lot of work, man. I know Woodward's had like a ton of remotes that we've had to do. So, of course, I was out there for the game out in Ann Arbor, tailgating with a lot of people. So a lot of people are actually pretty cool out there tailgating. Both a mixture of U of M and state people, but they're really cool as fuck out there. So there's that. A bunch of like car dealership appearances we had to do. Planet Fitness, they were giving away. I probably should have called you. My bad, Paul. They had a Darren McCarty jersey, a signed jersey. He did like a couple scripts on it too, man.
All right, I'm walking out.
It was pretty sweet though. I don't know who exactly won it, but they had that, a Braylon Edwards signed jersey as well too. They were giving away.
What the fuck? You should have called me too. Okay,
I mean,
never mind.
we were advertising it like, yo, like just could stop by Planet Fitness. Like,
Which one?
The one in Sterling Heights.
Oh shit, that's way too far. Right?
That's
But yeah, they were all out there. I mean, hell, you could have stopped by D-Mac with a sign, whatever. I mean, he was there for a second too.
I have his shirt.
And of course, he was downtown the other night for Red Wing celebration of the 96, 97?
25.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
I was just listening to when Mike Vernon was called
Man,
in.
you should have seen him the next day. He was so happy to go back and see everybody be on ice, man. Like
I
a
believe
kid in
it.
a candy store. But yeah, man, it's been a long week and I'm tired. I'm still tired as it is right now. But I'm here. I'm making it. We making it, baby.
Off?
Huh?
You need days off? Yeah.
I need more days off. I think tomorrow's like my only day off, but then again, I might end up just going downtown to hang out with them at the Brass Rail. Who knows?
That sucks, man. Paul, what about you, man? What's been going on?
Pretty eventful, actually, for a change.
Ain't you got something coming up in the next few days?
Yeah, man.
Maybe.
Maybe.
On Tuesday, officially getting that baby out. So she
It's like official. Like
yep, you scheduled a C-section. So
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
It's super official then.
About to take home a baby, man.
Home baby.
Yeah, nothing too special. You know, just about to have a kid or whatever.
I know, right?
Only baby. But yeah, dealing with that. Then the week before that, I got my other baby. I got me a PS5. So that's my other baby. I got two babies now.
Can't believe you just. I got my other baby.
I got my other
PS5.
baby.
Listen, I've been wanting a PS5 for the past 3 years, and I finally got it. So.
How long has the PS5 been out?
Two and a half.
God, it feels like so much longer than that.
So what's the first game you played on it?
He's gonna
Call of Duty.
Really?
Then I'm gonna get God of War when it comes out. So
I would get the PS5 for Spider-Man and God of War.
Spider-Man 2's coming out next year.
I know. That's why I need to ask for a PS5.
I want it, but then again,
Put it
like
on
I
your Santa
don't.
list.
I just like I rarely play video games as is.
I know. That's why I feel like it would be a waste for me too. Like it's just gonna sit there and for a while until I decide to play it.
I like shooting people in the face. It's fun.
On video games.
And
people.
on video games.
On
Whoa,
video
whoa, whoa.
games.
On video game. Well, yeah.
On video games.
Yeah.
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 We'll do that.
Yeah.
What about you? What you been doing?
Just work, rinse, repeat. Just I took on I guess you can say a temporary new role at work. I'm doing purchasing at my job now, so on top
It's
of what I'm
official
doing.
now? You're talking about it.
But yeah, isn't that what you
Yeah,
wanted to
so
do?
it's like this past week has been my first week actually doing it full time, and it's not so bad, but it's like a month trial to see how it works. To see, then at the end of the month, I could say, you know what, screw that.
Catching on to it, or is it like?
Oh, it's not bad because my brain works that way. So it's kind of easier for me to catch on to that sort of thing. So I think I might just take it on, and then obviously the only reason why I did it is for a bump in pay, and because it's easier for me. So I'm hoping that it swings my way and gets me a raise, but we'll see. I'm not putting all my eggs in this basket, so to speak, because it's burned me before. But yeah, other than that, man, just been just chilling and everything, and enjoying this weather.
Yeah,
This is the perfect fall weather.
except for freaking Halloween.
Oh yeah, that wasn't too bad. It wasn't too.
It's raining.
It wasn't. It was sprinkling by the time I went to my sister-in-law's house.
I was gonna say, did you guys like do anything special?
Pat-
Pass out candy, go trick or treating.
We're going to, but like Jamie got pregnant, so.
Oh, that's kind of your fault too.
pregnant before that, but
Nah,
she
she wanted.
can't get pregnant without you.
She went to her brother's house and they took pictures of the kids. And all that.
Oh, that's
Usually
tough.
we go with the kids to trick or treat, but we couldn't because she can't walk.
It's gonna be you in a few years, man. Walking from house to house with your kid dressed
You
up.
better be damn sure I'm bringing like 2 pillowcases full. I'm gonna be doing doing the rounds.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So,
Look at my
fellas,
cute baby. Give me
right.
candy.
Look at my cute baby, give me candy. So, fellas, we do have to report a loss. We're gonna get things rolling here. Obviously, the famous rap group Migos. Everybody knows of the Migos, or most everybody should know of the Migos. One of the members of Migos Takeoff was reportedly and allegedly, and obviously confirmed to be shot and killed. I believe it was in Atlanta, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're correct. Yeah.
In a bowling alley. I think it was 2:30 in the morning. He was shot and killed over a dice game. Senseless violence, and to have a young person gone too soon. He was 28 years old, and obviously Migos have hits, such as Versace and Handsome and Wealthy, those stuff, and then Takeoff. Him and Quavo were doing their joint album.
Isn't he Quavo's uncle?
I'm not sure how
vice versa.
I forget how it is.
Sure how that works.
I forget how it is, but 28 years old, man. It's just this one kind of came shocking because you don't expect someone so young to die so soon over a senseless act of violence over a stupid dice game,
Yeah.
And it's crazy how that happened. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on it. Jeremy, what are your thoughts on Takeoff being shot and killed?
It was really shocking because, of course, once again, I didn't want to believe that it was real. Waiting for TMZ to pop up to give us a report to basically confirm everything. But it's just sad because now they will never kind of rekindle and mend what they were, getting in an argument over pretty much before when they broke up a little bit. And it was just Offset and Quavo going about doing their own solo thing together without Takeoff, which once again, that relationship broke up all over a dice game as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys actually got to see the video.
Yeah,
of it.
they released a video. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was extremely graphic. I'll say that. Like, I don't know why you would.
Who would be filming that? Like, that's the thing that gets me is who the hell would film that?
Yeah, and that's also something we talked about as well, too. Why is it or how is it that we've evolved into this generation or this group of people that just likes to pull their phones out when something tragic like this happens and post it everywhere just so we can share it more and more and more? Like that wouldn't be my first reaction. My first reaction would be to call 911 or something like that, not to record that. Oh my God,
you fucking run away.
Yeah, you're not gonna pull out your phone and start recording and start running.
Yeah, but I mean that's my thoughts on it. Thoughts and prayers to the whole family. I know everyone is hurting right now, especially everyone in Migos as well too. And to come after the day after Halloween, like that's wild.
It's crazy. Paul, what are your thoughts about this, man?
You guys both said it. It's over a stupid dice game, bro. It's stupid as hell. It shouldn't have happened, but yeah, then thoughts and prayers to his families. And I don't. Does he have any kind of kids or anything?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know if he has.
I don't believe so.
Oh, well,
He
either
might.
way, shout out to prayers to his family and all that. It's stupid. Shouldn't have happened.
So, fellas, as we always do here, moment of silence for Takeoff. All right, thank you, fellas. Once again, rest in peace to Takeoff, and our thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family and all the loved ones affected by this tragic loss. All right, fellas, switching gears a little bit. All right, we got, I don't know whose boy this is. I don't know whose boy that we determined that this is, but Kanye, we're going to talk about.
It's your boy.
It's not my boy.
It's your boy.
It's not my boy.
Yep.
So, obviously, Kanye's been going on a roll a little bit here. He's made some anti-Semitics. Did I say that right?
Anti-Semitics, yeah.
Anti-Semitics marks on the podcast episode of Drink Champs. This happened a few weeks ago. During this one, he said he could basically say anything that he wants, and Adidas won't drop him.
Wrong.
Yeah, Adidas, kind of called him out on that, and Adidas dropped him. So I got an article here. Let's see here. He made anti-black statements about Lizzo, family planning, and George Floyd, along with a White Lives Matter T-shirt worn at his parents' Paris fashion show, fueled the growing call to condemn Ye, those Los Angeles incident that provided the final straw for companies. This is an article from vulture.com. Kanye goes to say, quote, "I can say anti-Semitic shit and Adidas can't drop me," Ye said on the Drink Champs podcast on October 16th, days before the banner was hung over the 405. But drop him it did. Adidas terminated its relationship with Ye on October 24th. Expected a Q4 loss of $246 million. So obviously Kanye lost his billionaire status. Who cares? All that sort of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys or give you guys a list of all the stuff that dropped him. So Goodwill, they're not going to be accepting any Yeezys or anything like that. MSN is reporting that Goodwill is removing all Yeezy products from their stores and will be picking through donations to remove Kanye.
Goodwill.
You'd be surprised if you go to Goodwill.
It
could be people who don't even know like the sneaker culture like that, and just boom. Because Kanye, those Yeezy slides, they look like just any other slides. Madame Tussauds told the BBC that they will remove the wax figure from Ye from their London location. Peloton has banned Kanye's music from being played in future classes. Skechers, because Kanye went to the headquarters of Skechers. Surprise meeting. Skechers turned him away, which is insane.
SNL did a skit on that this past weekend.
Of course, SNL did. TJ Maxx, they're not going to be purchasing Yeezy merchandise for their stores.
Wait, TJ Maxx has Yeezys too?
I don't know.
It's kind of like one of those you sell at the TJ Maxx type of stores, I think. Christie's, the same CNN business article reported that Christie's auction house will no longer be going forward with the private sale of the Nike Air Yeezy 1 prototypes that Ye wore to the 2008 Grammys. Foot Locker, of course, Adidas, as we just mentioned. The Gap shut down everything.
Yeah, because he was partnering with the Gap.
Def Jam.
Def Jam.
Def Jam's relationship with Ye as a recording artist.
Oh, shit.
Def Jam's partnership with the Good Music label venture and Ye's merchandise agreement and bravado all ended in 2021. The label's parent company said there's no place for anti-Semitism in our society. We are deeply committed to combating anti-Semitism and other form of prejudice. Good Music is no longer affiliated with Def Jam, and this was reported by the New York Times on October 24th. Balenciaga, Donda Sports, because Aaron Donald dropped.
Yep.
Jaylen Brown dropped. The Donda Academy closed, and then hours later reopened. I think that one, MRC Entertainment, the company that behind a finished Ye documentary, scrapped the project on October 24th, saying it cannot support any content that amplifies his platform. Vogue dropped him. J.P. Morgan Chase dropped him. Utah, Jeremy Zimmer, CEO and co-founder of the talent agency Utah, and asked the staff to support the boycott of Kanye West. The rapper was a UTA client for a year before returning to CAA in 2016. The rapper's own agency, CAA, cut ties with Ye, deadline confirmed on October 24th. So all of those, he lost all of those, and he's basically saying he went from $1.3 billion to $400 million net worth. Fellas, what are your thoughts? Paul, I'm going to start with you on this one, because that was a long-winded thing that I just said.
Take a breath. You good? Yeah, there you go. It's it's about damn time that people realize that he's such a piece of shit. That people keep giving him this platform to have the ways of him thinking he can say whatever the fuck he wants. Got called out on the shit. That's what happens. And before that, he was going down the rails with the whole Kim Kardashian shit.
Oh yeah.
And all that shit with the baby drama. And it's like, yeah, dude, he's just digging himself a fucking hole. And now he's just like, no one wants anything to do with him. And it's well deserved. So, yeah.
Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
I got to agree with Paul. I feel like he did this to himself anyway. Like, you went on Drink Champs and basically said, I could do whatever. I could say whatever. No label is going to drop me. You know, these people need me. No, the fuck they don't. They don't need you. And guess what? They just dropped you. But in my head, I'm thinking like, maybe he wanted this to happen. Maybe he really wanted to do this. Maybe he really wanted just to be done with, you know, making clothes, making music, doing all this stuff just so he could just have some Kanye piece or something around that nature. I don't know what, but his brain is just like, I think his brain is like ahead of himself as it is anyway. Like,
Yeah.
I
I don't
is
know.
off his medication.
Well, that too. He is off his meds, but I just don't know what goes on through his head day in and day out.
No one does.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with. I'm obviously with the both of you guys. I feel like, you know, he maybe wanted to do this. You know, that's why he went to Skechers to sell the Yeezy.
Sketches.
Yeah, to sell the Yeezy design and everything. And then Adidas was just thinking about just what they were thinking about doing with the Yeezys is taking off like the Yeezy logo and slapping the Adidas on it, and then selling all like lookalikes essentially. Instead of taking the Yeezy logo off, slapping the Adidas logo on it, and then selling it, or like giving it out or whatever. I think if Adidas has a shitload of leftover product, because as I just mentioned, they're going to lose $246 million, and they have
definitely
all
have a ton
that
of
product. They should just donate it to people in need. But who knows if those people will want it at the same time. But if Adidas really wants to make themselves look good, give it to people in need. Like, donate the shoes, donate the clothes, donate that sort of stuff here. And then they'll say, oh, okay. It's also a smart business move at the same time. Adidas looks good. Say, hey, we cut ties with Kanye. This is what we're doing. We're doing even more good. You know, or donating it. Whatever, you know.
I could see that. It's a smart business move and a smart PR move on their part if they decide to do that. But at the same time, I still think they're a business and they're going to want some kind of money or some kind of compensation for this just because of all the time and effort that they put into marketing this, rolling all these products out. Now they just have a warehouse full of this stuff that they can't do anything with. So you might see them sell it for cheap. Like somewhere.
Goodwill doesn't want it. TJ Maxx doesn't want anything. Where the hell are they going to sell
all these
it?
places, they don't want it. So it's like
StockX is probably going to go up in price now.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
All Yeezys. Thank God. I was never a fan of Yeezys or anything like that. Yeah, a few shoes look cool, but honestly, it looked like a homeless person shoe. Honestly, it looked.
I heard the 350s are comfy as hell.
Yeah, believe me. I got a pair on Ultra Boost right now, and like they're comfortable as hell. So, but I feel like the Ultra Boost look better than a pair of Yeezys.
Question: what kind of bold move is it to get dropped from Adidas and then go to Skechers' office and be like, "Hey, you want to sign me real quick?"
Why Skechers?
But Skechers is owned by a Jewish family. Why the hell? Why the hell would you do it? He's coming to Skechers with his tail tucked between his legs, saying, "Hey, would you guys want to buy my products?" No, man.
But why Skechers?
It was like because the headquarters is in L.A. and I guess he was in L.A. and he just walked.
Fucking want to buy a Skechers.
You just went.
It's pretty sad.
The demographic is 40 to like 80.
Yeah,
Skechers.
I feel like
some kids here and there.
It's bad when Skechers turns Kanye away.
That was the whole headline too. Skechers turns down Kanye. Like
Nike's sure as hell not gonna want Kanye. Who else? What's another one? Under Armour.
Under Armour. I mean,
You got the Rock.
What if Jordan was like, hey,
Well,
yeah,
Under
come
Armour.
over
The
here.
Rock is part of Under Armour.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Dwayne Johnson is not going to want any part of Kanye.
No.
See what Kanye says something about Shaq partnering with that one woman that he's a partner with.
Oh,
And Kanye says some shit about it.
like you need money or something.
Yeah, and Shaq's like, I'll have more money than you ever think of.
Shaq is in everything, dude.
And he's like, just take advice and just take time to yourself or something like that.
It's like, yeah.
Like, you don't want to go down this road. You're not that guy.
You're
Yeah.
not that guy.
Shaq is probably the most commercialized sports figure.
He's also a very smart businessman.
Oh, he
Oh,
is.
yeah,
He
yeah.
invested in Google. He's got
He's got like Papa John locations. He's got Auntie Anne's locations. He's partnered with a phone company. He's
got like Printer Ink Company.
Yeah, dude. He's got that freaking Gold Bond commercial. He's got the freaking
Icy Hot.
He's got
The General, the auto insurance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
I was like, he is everywhere.
He really
Smart
is.
motherfucker.
Yeah. If Kanye
I think he owns a Krispy Kreme.
That's
Shaq and
nuts.
that Dale Krispy Kreme.
That's nuts, man. That's nuts. So, well, Kanye, you get what you deserve, man. You get what you deserve. So,
Keeping with the anti-Semitism, freaking Kyrie said some shit too.
yeah, we'll get into Kyrie in a second here.
Either.
So, I do want to talk Brittany Griner. She
ain't going nowhere.
yeah, she started her sentencing. And as
Is she doing the full 9? Or?
I think she's doing the full 9. New York Times just reported, I think, a day ago, U.S. officials met with the jailed basketball star Brittany Griner on Thursday for the first time since a Russian court rejected her appeal on a drug possession conviction. And the White House said she was doing as well as can be expected. So,
but don't worry, we're gonna worry on getting her out of there.
Yep.
Timely matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sure, okay.
she just turned 32 and she's still in Russian custody. Trying to read this article here. So let's say they saw firsthand her tendency and perseverance despite her present circumstances. We continue to press for the immediate release of Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan and fair treatment for every detained American. In October, one of Miss Griner's lawyers said that she was increasingly anxious about her chances of being freed in a prisoner swap and struggled emotionally. She is allowed outside once a day at a penal colony outside Moscow. She walks for an hour in a small courtyard and spends the rest of her time in a small cell with 2 cellmates, sitting and sleeping on a specially elongated bed to accommodate her 6'9" frame. She's in hell, fellas. She's in hell. I couldn't even fathom being in a Russian prison.
That's the worst thing about it is that they give her all this false hopes of getting her out of there, and now looks like she's not getting out of there anytime soon. And like, why would you give someone like that false hopes like that?
That's almost worse than
I'd
being
rather
jailed.
not know anything about it and then get surprised by a pardon, and then to be told you're gonna get pardoned and have to wait.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what type of litigation and
It's Russia.
yeah, political.
Crazy.
Yeah, they can simply just say, hey,
All
no.
over some fucking CBD oil, bro.
Yeah,
Which is quite crazy. In all honesty,
But then again, too, on the fucking other side of it, she's traveled internationally. She's dealt shit to Russia before. Like, she's dealt shit in Russia. She should know the regulations and shit, too. But this is extreme.
Yeah,
it's really extreme.
9 years?
9 years for a little pen.
Yeah.
that's nuts, man. So
But yet we're still working somehow, some way to bring her back over.
I just wouldn't-
somehow.
I don't get why the government always keeps saying that we're working on it. They don't give her false hopes. Just do it in silence and then get her out.
yeah,
You don't gotta publicize it.
yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Paul.
They're giving her false hope in the same sense that they think it looks good to everyone else around them. It's the public's eye. Like, we're trying our best, we're doing everything we can, they're just not quite cooperating with us a little bit, but we're still going to keep trying. So, thumbs up, we got this, but like, we don't want to, we want to see results. We don't want to see you trying effort after effort and still finding it failing.
Right, exactly. I agree. So our thoughts continue to go out to Brittany Griner during these tough times and hope. I mean, we are really, really hoping that her release is happening soon.
Side question: I seen someone go out as Brittany Griner for Halloween. Is that offensive?
I think it's a little fucked up, honestly. I don't think, unless
I just had to gauge.
Unless-
that.
unless-
Brittany
it would-
Griner in a jumpsuit, or Brittany Griner as the basketball player?
So this was, I think she basically took like a photo they took of Brittany Griner when she was over there in jail with like a sweatshirt on, dreads all dirty and ever. And of course the chick had like basketball tattoos and then a pen in one hand too. Is that distasteful?
I think the pen is distasteful. I think if they got rid of the pen, how my brain is working, it's like, hey, I want to be Brittany Griner because she
didn't have on a jersey or anything
But
like
I'm
that.
just saying,
but
just like what I'm trying to say is, and my brain's not working right now. So I think it could be like, hey, Brittany Griner is my favorite player, and I want to dress up as Brittany Griner for Halloween. But I think the pen adds that certain level of distastefulness that's like it's too. Yeah, you should.
all honestly, I think they were trying to do it to be funny. So
Yeah, that's
the
that's
whole
what I'm
thing.
getting.
Yeah,
But you don't know someone's true intentions.
that's true as well.
So, Paul, you posed a question to us: should the NFL stop using turf?
Yeah, they had a report saying that because of all the knee injuries, all the ankle injuries, Achilles injuries, and stuff like that.
Toe injuries,
Toe, turf toe. Michael Thomas's turf toe.
motherfucker. God damn it.
Dude needs to be released. I'm just saying.
I think
As
we
Saints
should. I think we
fan-
should trade him and
The
just
Saints fan,
get
go
picks
to a
for
Saints
him.
fan. Yeah, give him somewhere. Give him to I don't know.
I think he's given up on
I don't
the
know the
organization.
Lions. No, but yeah, they're saying that because they did statistics and run tests and saying that any kind of grass is way better than turf.
Yeah, Odell is a big advocate for this because he suffered that injury in the Super Bowl, and there was another wide receiver, who I forget got injured, and Odell was saying again, hey, this is because it's turf, and I feel like if it was grass, it's it's a lot more soft.
It's more forgiving.
Yeah, it's more forgiving, and it gives.
But still, I mean, yeah, you can get just as injured, but it's just you're landing on a very harder surface with turf, and it's just like.
Yeah, because right underneath that turf is still basically concrete.
Yeah.
So you take a hit on that, it's gonna hurt a lot worse than you falling on grass.
Yep.
I agree. I think they should use grass. I think so as well.
Or even like
too.
a hybrid of the both.
Yeah, I think start off as a hybrid. Do it a few games.
Well, there's a few stadiums that have the hybrid turf.
Which ones? Do you know
I
offhand?
don't know off the top red, but I know a few of them have the hybrid turf.
I feel, and I wish I'm curious to see what stadiums have the hybrid, what stadiums have the turf, and then if they could do a report on percentage of injuries, like
Versus here versus
there.
Well, let's
yeah,
go through
just
some of the teams that we know have a dome that have turf. So we got Atlanta,
Ford Field,
you got Ford Field,
Saints.
Saints, Lucas Oil, so the Colts, Houston, Reliant. Tennessee does not. Tennessee's open air.
No,
Tennessee's
Tennessee does
open.
not.
air.
Tennessee's proposing a dome.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then you got
the Raiders.
Raiders,
Raiders do have a dome. Yep.
Cardinals.
Yep.
No, not Washington.
They just need a new stadium. Period.
Cleveland?
Vikings.
Oh, yep.
Cleveland does not. Cleveland's open air. Cincinnati's open air. Pittsburgh's open air.
I think that's it.
Baltimore's open air.
Seattle's open air.
Seattle's open air. San Fran's open air.
L.A.
LA. No.
No. LA.
LA.
Yep. SoFi.
So far. Oh yeah.
LA.
Miami, open air.
Yo.
Tampa and Miami share one.
No,
right?
Miami. I thought it was Dome, the new one. No, it's part.
It's part dome. There's
But
like
it's
an
like the
opening at the
retractable.
top. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, those out of those teams, how many injuries are there? There've been a lot.
I would probably say a decent amount.
Oh yeah.
Look at the Lions.
Where
How many injuries we got?
where was the Super Bowl? Where's the Super Bowl at this past year?
This
SoFi.
Okay, so yeah, we did mention that. Okay. So yeah, that's right. That's right.
Odell
'cause
got injured.
That's where Odell got injured. Yep.
But like out of those teams, though, a lot of those teams have injuries, leg injuries or whatever.
That's very
Plus,
true.
you're taking the beating from Aaron Donald, the Bosa brothers, the
any defensive line.
yeah, the Watt
comes your
brothers,
way.
yeah, and yeah, you're taking those people, down at high rate of speed, and then you have those injuries. So it's like if it's almost like this surface right here. If I were to tackle Paul on this, it wouldn't feel pleasant at all.
No, you're gonna get bruised up for sure.
So I would say they need to do studies on the hybrids, see how that works. If it could reduce injuries, put hybrids in all the stadiums, especially if Tennessee and Buffalo are getting new stadiums, as you mentioned, Paul. Do the hybrids there because that's the perfect opportunity to do so.
Or even full grass.
Or even full grass.
That Kentucky blue.
Yeah,
But you know, some owners are just so cheap that they don't want to
bro.
put in
You're gonna
the
make your
effort
money
to
back
do
and
that.
then
more,
some.
well, it does. It's more upkeep for grass. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
But like,
Dude, come on. To take care of grass, it's gonna cost you a few $1,000s to upkeep that grass. If
Or
you're
is it
gonna
A
be
few $1,000s, they want to keep in their
Remember-
pocket though.
remember, old white men run this shit. So
Yeah, see,
they're gonna be
exactly.
cheap. They're gonna be cheap.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter how many billions you got. They're old white men. They're all
man,
cheap.
if I owned an NFL team, I feel
Oh,
like
we've got Dallas too. We've got Dallas.
oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So
Them Cowboys.
them Cowboys.
Them boys.
And then obviously we talked about Jeff Bezos being interested in buying the Washington Commanders along with Jay-Z. So that's a nice little interesting combo.
Oh.
Man,
Also-
Jay-Z?
Yeah,
Also, another hat
Random.
that just got thrown in the ringer, but Matt Ishbia is now talking about trying to get him as well too.
who's that?
The UWM owner, United Wholesale Mortgage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's trying to throw his hat in there to buy him as well.
I mean,
Now,
I
is,
think-
you know what you said? Jeffrey Bezos is
Jeff
gonna-
Bezos and Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
With Jay-Z.
With Jay-Z.
It's random.
I think
Jay-Z
they
got
have a better shot.
I mean, Jeff Bezos got Amazon money. Jay-Z's got.
Well, Jeffrey Bezos is based out of Seattle.
Well, this is Washington, fool.
Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Washington. He's based out of there.
yeah.
Jay-Z's
So
in
it's-
fucking New York.
yeah,
Why does
that
he?
don't matter.
I don't know, this is
You want to
random.
own an NFL team?
Yeah.
So
I mean, if someone asks you, do you want to own an NFL team, what are you going to say? No, just because
I don't care if it's the Washington Commanders. I
Houston
don't
Texans.
care. I don't care if it's the Houston Texans. I don't care. If I own an NFL team, it's a W in my book.
See,
And it's a good good bookmark in my portfolio. So who knows, man? Who knows?
Mm.
All right, fellas. Let's ride off to this next topic. Let's ride. Did you guys try that Russell Wilson sub?
hell no.
I know you guys were talking about it one of the weeks I was gone, but
Did you try his exercises on the airplane?
oh, the high knees? No.
High
used to-
knees,
when I was a kickboxing coach, high knees was a good go-to move. So I guess I did the Russell Wilson before the Russell Wilson did it. So
Somebody said
So
he took
you should sue him for trademarking.
I should. I should. I really, really should.
Get some of that sandwich money.
I don't know if this is true, but someone told me he took a separate plane back from the team because the team was annoyed as fuck with him.
Bro, the TikToks that were rolling out, it's just like everyone trying to nap, and then you hear Bronco Country. That's right, and then they're like, "Shut the fuck up." I can see.
Bro, like he's tanking that fucking team, dude.
Yeah, he's
How
not.
many weapons they got in that fucking team? He's just
I'm surprised that
Geno
surprised.
Smith is doing a way better job in Seattle than he is in Denver, and
He really is.
and Geno Smith has fewer weapons in Seattle than fucking Russell Wilson does.
That's what I'm saying. The Broncos got hella talent. If I don't blame the Broncos for not trading anybody, but they did. They trade.
Chubb.
Yeah, they did trade. I'm talking like wide
Oh.
receivers. So they obviously smart of them to keep Judy
Sutton.
and Sutton. But yeah, Denver Bronco on paper they look like they are a solid team. Russell Wilson is the
High garbage. He's turning into hot garbage.
yes he is. He's a bottom tier quarterback.
It's not like the Broncos have a shitty O line. Fucking Seattle had a worse O line. He did pretty decent.
So do you
No
think?
excuse.
Yeah.
So I think the Broncos head coach is on the hot seat. I
It's not
think-
even his fault. It's Russell Wilson's fault. He ain't doing shit. What he's supposed to
but
be.
it's easier to fire the coach than it is to get rid of a.
Oh, that's true too.
John
He just-
Elway needs to get in his fucking ear and be like, "Hey, yo, Russell, what the fuck?"
Yeah, you have John Elway.
Unless they want to trade him for Kyler, right? Well, they can't anymore, but I'm talking about like during the offseason, they want to trade him for Kyler. I mean,
They ain't dumping
Could
that
help.
$250 million. They got to eat that. They can't fucking get
No,
rid of
but
it.
Russell Wilson's contract is about the same as Kyler's, and if they did a swap,
yeah.
it would be almost damn near parallel. Let's
Why?
see.
So he can do even shittier on fucking Cardinals?
I'll,
He'll do even shittier. He's got D-Hop, and he'll still make an excuse to be fucking let's ride. And
Yeah.
then fucking let's ride nowhere.
I am so sick. Broncos Nation.
he's milking that way too much. So all right, 5-year 245.
Not even worth it.
5-year 245. Let's
5 year,
go.
45. That sounds about right.
So if you had the choice, Paul,
Yes.
Kyler Murray,
Kyler Murray.
Russell Wilson.
Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray.
hands
Even
down.
even while he's playing Call of Duty, I don't give a fuck. He's still
All right.
better.
Kyler Murray, 5 years
Kyler Murray
230. 5
Playing
years,
Call
230.
of Duty is better than Russell Wilson with a Subway sandwich
Eating subs.
doing not shit.
So there's a $15 million difference between the two. Obviously, Russell Wilson making $15 million more in the long term. So
Plus Kyler can run.
I'll take Kyler over Russell right now. I mean, Arizona's not doing hot. Neither is Denver. So, I mean, if you put Kyler, give him a few more weapons.
So trade Russell and
Kyler.
who's their wide receiver that's injured right now
Who?
on Denver?
Judy?
No, not
No,
Judy.
I
Not
don't think
Judy. It's
Judy's.
somebody else. But trade Russell and a wide receiver for Kyler. That should make up the difference at least.
Let's see here. Looking up the hold it, please.
Damn it, I can't remember his name.
That's all fine and dandy, but they would never do that. Nothing would ever happen from that. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I know it's never gonna happen,
agree.
but just
If anything, we can,
hypothetically.
Yeah, Cleveland. Cleveland.
I can't think of his name, but we can move on. You know?
Yeah. So I mean, Russell Wilson needs to stop.
it's trash.
It's trash.
That's right.
Alrighty.
That's right.
All right, fellas. Now let's talk. Now we're gonna get even into more NFL. Obviously, you saw at the trade line. I think one of the big ones. Lots of trades happened. We just talked about the Bradley Chubb one. So
Bradley Chubb to Miami.
let's see here.
Dolphins
So
are gonna be scary good.
I'm gonna look up trades.
I got it right here. So Miami receives linebacker Bradley Chubb and a 2025 fifth-round draft pick. Denver receives Chase Edmonds and a 23 first-round and a 24 fourth-round pick.
What I do not understand before, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
Fucking Hockenson. We talk about that? Can we talk about
TJ,
Yes,
yeah,
that's-
talk about that?
I can.
Hock?
That was a week worth of content here at Woodward, just alone on TJ. Man.
So
I bet.
Minnesota receives Hockenson, 23 fourth-round pick, 24 conditional fourth-round pick.
Bro.
Detroit receives 23 second-round pick, 24 third-round pick. So now the Lions have 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks coming into this
So
draft.
we can draft like shit like we've been doing for the past 20 fucking years.
So I wanted to talk about this. Let's dive into this Hockenson one. So I'm
Man.
thinking is if CJ Stroud declares for the draft.
He is.
he is, yeah, he's going.
So what if we had a similar Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase? You got Jameson Williams as wide receiver. We draft CJ Stroud. Jared Goff has 1 or 2 more years left. CJ Stroud starts. You have CJ Stroud, Jameson Williams, and then you still have another pick to go get to load up on defense because we obviously need defense. We need run defense, and we need a good secondary. So load up on some solid cornerbacks, free safeties. That's what we need to do. But we need a quarterback of our future. Jared Goff is not it. Jared Goff is never going to be it. He looked solid during the Miami game, but somehow we
He
fucking
looked
blew that.
solid in the first half.
Yes.
Correction.
Yes.
Everything after that, I don't know what the
It
hell I
was
seen.
La Basura.
I don't know what
Spanish
the hell
for
I seen.
I don't know.
Spanish for
I'm
garbage.
about to go off on a tangent here
So
because
okay, so before Paul,
But yeah, before Paul
before
goes
we
off
get
on
to
a
our
tangent,
before we get to our section of Paul's rips, it seems to happen every
Paul
week.
rant.
Paul rantings, or this could be like the Family Guy. What really grinds my gears with Paul Shapiro, right? So, all right,
it will
so
always be the Lions.
you're right. It always, it's always about something, but I like it. But I think that if we can load up on defense and draft our quarterback, it's very promising. If Dan Campbell will be at the helm next year remains to be seen. That's
Sheila's
a big
gonna
TBD.
fucking keep him for no reason.
Yeah, Sheila is.
I'd
keeping
like
him.
Dan Campbell as a person, but as a coach,
Be the best person all you want.
right?
Yeah, you can be an amazing person,
But
but,
you- yeah,
as
you-
a coach, I need.
You're not hired on your
Wins,
personality.
bro.
You're not
Yeah.
hired as personality. You've won 4 games so far for us. 4 games. That's it. Paul, take it away.
Take off, Paul.
These motherfuckers.
What really grinds Paul's gears?
All right, so okay, back to what you're saying about doing all that. That's all fine and dandy. How many picks we have? We're gonna fuck up the draft like we have been, and then when we get the people that we fucking want, apparently after 5 years, they're not good enough for us. We're gonna trade them like Hockenson. He was here for what, 5 years?
Yeah,
He's still in his 20s.
yeah.
He's our most trustworthy receiver we've had. And you're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna get into a division rival.
Yeah.
Division rival.
Not to mention, we did fire the defensive linebacker coach, Aubrey.
Aubrey
D-backs.
Pleasant.
D-backs coach.
D-backs coach, I'm sorry.
We need
What
to
does that
fire the
do?
whole fucking defense.
We need to fire, who is it?
Aaron Glenn.
Glacier England.
Aaron Glenn.
He's next. He's next on the chop.
Bye.
Guaranteed.
See you later.
Yeah, he needs to.
The thing is, too, we wasted. Okay, I get it. Stafford is Stafford. Get him out of here. Not Goff, dude.
Yeah, that was a.
Goff is the same fucking person as Stafford with less talent. He's the same mistakes. He makes just as much mistakes as fucking Stafford did, but Stafford has a better arm talent, and everything.
Stafford
like
does
that.
have a way better arm. I
Yep.
do miss Stafford's arm.
Jameson.
Pause.
I do miss Stafford's arm.
Pause.
I just
So when Jameson comes in, that's fine. We shouldn't even play him this year. We are 1-4, 1-5.
1-5.
Yeah,
about to be
1-5.
1-6.
We should be 2-5.
We should be 3-3.
Yeah.
But okay, we should not even play him this year until we get a better quarterback. Goff is going to set him up to get injured again because he does not know how to throw the deep ball. Jameson is used to fucking Jalen Hurts tossing that bitch deep and fucking catching it. Goff
You saw
can't.
Jalen Hurts and the A.J. Brown connection this past week, and they lit it up.
We need to
Perfect.
do, tank that shit so we secure fucking CJ Stroud, get Goff's bitch ass the fuck out of here. But the thing is though, we need to keep our fucking players. They're thinking about the fucking future, and you're gonna get rid of Hockenson, one of the best tight ends to come out of Iowa, and I don't know how fucking long. And you're gonna get rid of him to a fucking division rival.
Yeah, the division rival thing was, and Minnesota's already looking good. What? They're 6-1.
This came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're 6-1.
Yeah, they're the best in the North.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
beating
definitely
the
going to win
Packers.
this. They're going to win the division here, so for sure.
yeah,
Let's just give him more.
yeah.
It's just Sheila needs to go. Sheila's been needing to go for the past 10 years. Sheila needs to go. This is Campbell's. He has one more year. Next year is his last year. If he can't fucking pull some shit out of his ass and get us at least to around 500, what the fuck you doing here?
Yeah, I agree.
Hard Knocks got him through this year. That's it. If he didn't have Hard Knocks this year, he would have probably already be gone.
Oh, wow.
I think.
I think that's a fair assessment.
This whole team is embarrassing. Swift needs to go too. They're gonna trade him.
He was on the chopping block as well.
They're gonna trade him.
Do you think
Getting
so?
close to the
We're
deadline.
gonna get rid of all of our core players. Keep Goff for whatever the fucking reason. Keep Jamal Williams because we think he's the next great fucking bruiser back when he's fucking the same size as DeAndre Swift. And then we're gonna fucking.
I don't like how they are. Williams like, oh, he's tied for the most in rushing touchdowns, but you're giving it to him on the 2-yard line, and of course he's gonna rack
He's
up
not
the
a
touchdown.
third down back.
No, he's not.
no.
DeAndre
He's
Swift.
just as small as DeAndre is.
Yeah,
And we just need to tank. We need to get rid of all of our good players. We're going to do like what we did with the Tigers, as the Tigers did. Tigers got rid of fucking everybody. Cap fucking Miguel. What they're going to do is they're going to get rid of everybody, keep Goff. Because I think Goff is what you got to build around.
no.
So they're going to get rid of everybody. That's what I'm trying to say.
I think they need to match.
They're
need to
keep
match
Malcolm
the offensive.
Rodriguez. They're going to keep him on defense.
They have to keep Malcolm.
Well, they might trade him next year because apparently 5 years is not fucking enough. So they're going to trade Aiden. They're going to trade give it 5 years. In 5 years, they will trade either Malcolm or Aiden.
Or no, they may not even they may not even trade Aiden. They'll probably just let Aiden walk.
Either way, in 5 years, we're not going to keep Malcolm or Aiden or both. One of them's going to be gone by then in 5 years.
One of them will be gone. I'm assuming it'll probably be Aiden
because you can get the most value.
Yes, because you can get the most value.
Also, he needs to go anyways as soon as possible because he's not getting the best of his talent. He's not utilizing his talent.
But I think
we have a shit defensive scheme. He needs to go somewhere where he can utilize.
But I feel like
Aubrey Glenn's fault.
That's Aaron
Glenn's fault.
Or Aaron Glenn, not Aubrey.
Dan Campbell's fault.
Aaron Aubrey Glenn. They all need to go.
Fault.
They all need to go. Let's be real.
So I think if they were to get, obviously the trade deadline is passed, so they can't do anything. So whatever we have this year is whatever we have for this year.
What we're stuck with.
Yeah, what we're stuck with. Jameson, I will disagree with you about not letting Jameson play this year because I feel like he needs to come back. He needs to get his
risk an injury for a fucking shit team.
Yep.
But we just need to see what for me, I need to see what Jameson is capable of.
We know what we have here.
But
keep his knee together.
But that was in college. That was in college. College and NFL are two way different things.
Keep his knee intact though for another year while we're tanking this fucking year.
Okay, then maybe fine. Then you maybe play him 1 or 2 games and sit him out.
Oh, I know.
No, I would sit him out. I'm sitting him the rest of the season just because I'm gonna reload next year with the draft. Like you said, those 4th round picks that we got for, TJ Hockenson or whatever this deal is, we're not going to do shit with.
We're going to fuck up the draft with all those picks. We're not going to do a damn good thing with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Brad Holmes is going to be
tank for CJ. Build that connection.
First off, I'm tanking for Bryce, not CJ, because I like Bryce Young a lot more than CJ Stroud.
Bryce Young, I'm sorry. Why was I thinking CJ?
No, CJ
Stroud is good.
Right,
too,
I'm just saying because I was thinking of Jameson.
They're both really good.
I would go for Bryce. I would go for Bryce too.
What I really
CJ's
want
above him though. Mel Kiper has him on the big board above him.
I don't give a shit about
Mel Kiper's big board.
Mel Kiper knows his shit though.
Well, no, I'm not saying he does, but sometimes it's just like what would fit better with our scheme? And if we had Bryce,
scheme.
What
a new defensive coordinator? That's what fit better.
You start look at the Joe Burrow Jamar Chase connection. You know that connection's already there. It's authentic. So you bring in Bryce, Jameson Williams. They have that connection. You have someone you could trust. They could build that. I mean, look at Stafford and Cooper Kupp. They built that connection just basically right off rip. So you have that connection, right? I'm not saying that Bryce and Williams are going to have the Burrow and Chase connection, but it's easier to build from that connection.
Look, this is what I want Brad Holmes to do. That other 1st round pick that we have, I want you to see if you can try to finagle that way to get back into that top 5 once again. Because of course we're gonna be shitty and tank.
We're gonna be in top 5. We're gonna be in top 5.
And the rest of the season, but
top 3 probably.
1 overall, take the edge rusher, Will Anderson. Take him. And then
why get defense when we have no coordinator to do the defense?
I know.
But
we need to work on the coordinator.
You fire Aaron Glenn this season. You bring in another defensive coordinator. You build the talent.
Will Anderson. And then with that 2nd pick that you can somehow finagle into that top 5, that's where you take Bryce Young. If you can do that. If you can't,
He ain't the Patriots. He thinks he's the Patriots still. Listen, not the Patriots.
Try and somehow, some way get a Hendon Hooker or a Bo Nix somehow in that, that
so
lower
is Hooker
tier.
Going in the draft too?
Yeah, he should be. That lower tier, quarterback back there that you're just going to throw a dart throw at. A lot of people don't like him just because he will be 25, I believe, once he actually gets to the NFL. So it's kind of
don't matter.
That people still think that's a little too old for him. Like they want the QBs to be young as ever so they can fully develop.
I like Bo Nix. I like Bo Nix too.
He's a guy from Kentucky.
Georgia.
Oh.
Or if you want
the guy from Kentucky is going in too.
Well, he's in Oregon now, but yeah.
Mm.
Or if you want to go this
Oregon
route, all that cap money that you have for next season, you just throw that shit at Lamar Jackson right now.
So it sounds like
would
you.
never
It sounds
come
like
here.
it sounds like you just want to load up on quarterback.
I want us to do something.
He wouldn't-
Lamar would never come.
we
here.
have-
we are on his short list.
We
Like, just
have
come
no
here.
attraction. What attraction do we have?
What weapons? Just St. Brown.
We just
Amon
traded
St.
one of our
Brown.
good weapons.
DeAndre Swift, J-Mo.
They're all on the chopping block apparently because of Hawkinson's not safe.
In
No
a
one's
couple
safe.
years they are.
No one's safe. So why would Lamar come here without
Detroit
certainty
is
that
not.
they're going to keep him?
Detroit is not going to throw the bag at Lamar.
Sheila is not going to throw the bag, even though she should.
We don't have anything to attraction or enough security to tell Lamar, hey, we're going to keep them around. Look what happened to Hollywood Brown. They traded him underneath fucking Lamar without even knowing. So,
And that was Lamar's boy.
and that was Lamar's
Yeah.
boy, and he was pissed. I'm surprised he's even still there. So it's like,
But Baltimore, and plus Baltimore got the trade from Chicago. They got Roquan Smith.
oh, dude, they
And-
fucking,
And
they're gonna murder.
Yeah, so Chicago received
They
linebacker
got,
AJ
they got
Glenn.
defense. Now they got even better defense.
Yep,
Roquan.
and then Chicago receives a 23 second-round pick, 23 fifth-round pick. Kansas City received Kadarius Toney. So Mahomes
Wasn't even
just-
hurt.
Yeah. Eagles got defensive end Robert Quinn.
That dude's a monster.
Just
They
give
don't,
him
they don't
the
need.
20.
They're
Just
gonna
give him
win
the
a
Super Bowl now. Just give it to him. Like,
Just-
just don't
yeah.
even.
Just give it to
I'm
him.
saying 2 losses for them.
And then obviously we
They're
talked about
they're going to go undefeated. Have you seen the rest of their schedule? Like, it is cupcake. It's easier
I
than
would
Michigan.
I would say 2 losses just because they might rest their players 2 games.
who knows.
They might rest Jalen Hurts for a half.
Chicago got help on wide receiver. Chase Claypool is now in Chicago,
I
but
don't know.
Pittsburgh receives a 23.
Poor Claypool.
I don't give a
Poor
care.
Claypool.
He had a very hype season, and then
And then
now just
another
take a
notable
downfall.
one, Jags receive Calvin Ridley
Yep.
for a 23 conditional 5th round and 24 conditional
Well, you
second
You know
round.
where I'm going with this too.
You can't bet on them for shit.
You
can
got
bet-
traded to the team that you bet against.
Was it the bet? Was it the
That
oh
was
my
them.
god,
That
that's
was them.
amazing.
What are,
The
what are
team
the
you got suspended for.
That is fucking great. Like, yeah, all right, y'all want to bet, huh? All right, we're gonna trade you here.
Good luck with Trevor Lawrence.
And then Atlanta and Chiefs made a deal. Cornerback Rashad Fenton. Atlanta receives them. Kansas City receives a 23 7th round draft pick conditional.
How anybody get traded for? If
I
I was
would
a
be-
player, if I was a player and I got traded for a 7th rounder, bro, that'd be so fucking mad.
I would be
With-
pissed.
with all these picks being floating around and everything like that, and how we just traded Hockenson, could you see the Lions maybe have trying to throw some picks out there to get someone else on the defensive
No.
side for any of these people?
No one
that
wants to
Evan
fucking
just
come
named
here
off?
because we suck. Because our
If I'm
fucking
the Lion-
GM is tanking us.
Yeah, if I'm the Lions, I'm taking this season, and then we get Bryce. We load up on the defensive end. That's what I'm doing.
Bryce or CJ, I'll take you.
We have what, 5 picks in the top 65?
Yeah, we're gonna fuck all of them up. We're gonna fuck all of them up. I'm telling you, Jeremy.
I mean,
Jeremy, you have too much faith.
we drafted Williams, so
I-
that
I
was a
just-
solid one.
I'm hoping just
We drafted
so
Panay.
much.
You're hoping
That
that,
was a
we have a
solid
good
one.
fucking GM.
So the thing is, the thing about the Lions is that they create hope within the fan base, and then it's a vicious roller coaster. It's like, yeah, we're doing great. Oh, we draft Panay, we draft Williams, and we trade Hockenson, and we're probably
There's
going
no
to fuck up
okay
the
at
rest
the
of the draft.
beginning of the season. This has been the most talked about beginning of the season the Lions have ever had because we have
Well,
Because of
had
Hard Knocks.
the most.
Yeah.
No, but even before that, even with the promise that we've had with Dan Campbell coming in, knowing what kind of coach Dan Campbell is supposed to be.
He's a motivational speaker.
Pretty much glorified motivational speaker with no fucking head coaching experience. But
Rachel's here.
you know,
Get rid of Aaron Glenn. Got to get rid of Aaron Glenn.
that's
you
his
have
boy. That's Dan Campbell's boy.
You got to start firing your boys. I'm sorry. You got them the job
It's
here.
great.
They're not
It's
doing
great.
great, but
It's
you gotta
great
fire
that
'em.
you can work with your friends if you can make that work, but sometimes your best friends are not the best business partners. I'm sorry.
Yes, indeed.
That's true. If I'm hiring you, I'm doing you a favor. You got to do me a favor by bringing us to the promised land. Aaron Glenn, you're not doing
ain't
it.
doing shit.
I'm sorry, dude. This isn't personal, It's business. It's either you or me, and I'm not. I already stuck my neck
The
out.
thing
not
is,
going
I
anywhere.
feel bad for Ben Johnson, the OC. He's been doing what he
Our
can.
offense looks somewhat
He's
decent.
been doing what he can with the shit he's been given dealt with.
How do we score
He-
45 against Seattle and still lose?
He's
I
not
don't
gonna
know.
stick around. There's no way someone's gonna poach him.
Oh,
Someone's
I would not. If I'm
I
Ben
would-
Johnson,
You could fire Dan Campbell and put him right there.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I don't think he's going to be in
mean, it's
Detroit.
just
He's not
possible.
going to be in Detroit for long, just because not because he wants to leave, but because someone's going to be like, "Hey, give me
You're
you.
talented,
I'll
like-
put you in an actual good scheme with
so
an
what?
actual coach."
What was this that you mentioned that Sean Payton is linked to the Lions?
I heard this fucking rumor
Yeah, that's going
about
around.
that. Someone,
I don't think he's going to come out.
No.
I don't think he's going to
if
come out.
Sheila fires Dan Campbell this year, they were saying that
You got to throw a bag at Sean Payton to get him out of commentary.
he's got that bag at Fox, dude. He got that
That's,
Fox
he got
bag.
the Fox bag.
What about Urban Meyer? Would you like
Fuck.
that?
Oh no, 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 no,
Just
no.
throwing it out there.
Bro,
Urban
I
Meyer.
mean, he fits the culture in Detroit, but like, no.
That's, no, bro. He's not going to do that because if you mess up the Jags, you're going to mess everything else up like any other organization.
The
If-
Jags do better without you. That's a fucking sign that you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
that part. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like I don't want to go out one night and then see Urban Meyer at a bar just hanging out and talking to some chicks. No, I want to relax and
Having
enjoy
some
my
fucking
night.
25-year-old leaning on his dick.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
nah.
So no,
Damn it, Urban.
Yeah.
Uncle Urban.
Yeah, right.
it's nuts. But
Get your uncle.
the one good thing that we could talk about the Lions is that a Lions legend is finally getting recognitions.
Yes.
Barry Sanders is getting a 8-foot statue outside of Ford Field, and
You know where they're putting it?
I have no clue.
Did they say where?
But
have
it
no
needs to
clue
be.
where they're
It
putting it
needs to
either,
be
actually.
like when his body's almost folded in half from cutting. He needs to be one of those photos.
I think it should be when you walk into the stadium, not outside.
Not outside.
I think it should be when you walk in, so it's
Yeah.
preserved. Preserved better. And
I
So
Hey,
like
that's a
that
good-
one big area, like
yeah.
I don't know how to like.
I'm
explain it.
surprised.
If you've ever been in Ford Field,
we don't
you know
have any
exactly.
other statues there, do we?
I think
No.
this is he's the
This
first
would be
one.
The first one.
Calvin Johnson's got to be next.
You
Nick
hold.
Lane should be Night Train Lane should be one in there. Herman Moore, Robert Porcher,
Lomas.
huh?
Lomas Brown.
Yep, him. Bobby Lane.
Would you put the Blades brothers in there? Benny Blade?
No.
No. Yeah, no.
No.
You don't like the Blade brothers?
But yeah, they should make a whole thing of it, like how Comerica Park does.
Yeah, that would be cool too.
I think that's a good idea. I think.
Like I wouldn't say put it by the playing field, but put it like on a concourse somewhere. They have room.
Oh yeah,
They can put it
that's a good
somewhere.
idea.
Although there is someone, shout out to my boy Stick for this though. He said he's not that big a fan of Barry Sanders just because the way he just quit on the Lions.
Right before
Well,
training
it
camp.
was because
But
of the
how
head
he-
coaching deal, though.
Head coaching deal, turf, everything like that, and that he sent a fax while on vacation that said he's retiring.
You went
So
Michael
that's
Jordan's-
why he's very upset at him.
Play a move.
I'm not mad about it too.
Listen, dude, I don't blame him.
Would you be upset that he
But-
sent a fax?
The thing is, though, they didn't trade. They got rid of his coach right up under him without a notice and telling him about it. Hey, we're gonna get rid of Bob. It was Bobby Ross or who the fuck was his name?
I think you're right. Bob Ross.
So yeah, they got rid of him for the coach that replaced him, and like they didn't get along. He didn't know about it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't blame him, but then it's like it's
It's
a
dick move.
it's a non-professional move, but at the same time, it's just what do you expect? You do something non-professional to me, and look, don't care where you are. Everybody, there's just like this there's stigma, I guess you could say, of you give everything you have for your work. You give your personal time, you give your professional time. Hey, I did all this for you. You should do the same for me. But on the business end, it's like, hey, this is business. I don't care if you did it. I don't care if you helped us out. It's a business. We have to run at the end of the
And the
day.
thing is, too,
Yeah.
for the amount of stuff he has done for the Detroit community and everything around it, it made up for whatever the fuck he did.
Oh yeah.
I think it should be. I think it's a courtesy, a professional courtesy. If whatever happens, hey, we're thinking about getting a new head coach. We just want to let you know we're not asking for your approval, but we just want to make you aware.
Make you aware.
That's
of the situation.
it.
At least prepare them for it.
At least prepare them for it. What is the harm? Yeah. It's this. Honestly, this happens at so many jobs.
Yeah.
Send a freaking email. Just let them know. Hey,
news bulletin. Look,
news bulletin. That's it.
Don't let him find out from the media.
Yeah.
That's how that's how a lot of players find out about shit or about. There was a player.
Harrison Barnes got traded mid-game.
There was a player, NFL player, that found out while he was doing the post-game interview that he got traded.
That's
like fucked up. Like, worse. Bro, like what?
I would be heated. Oh, what was the one? What was the one that he got traded at the end of the game, and then he was playing the team that he got traded to, and he had to walk to the opposite tunnel?
That was a baseball team.
Yeah, what was
the Twins maybe or the
yes,
Tigers?
It was the Twins. I forget the guy.
The Tigers. The Tigers did that.
Yeah, the Tigers.
The Tigers traded somebody to the Twins, and he just walked over to the fucking opposite dugout.
It was a pitcher. What was the pitcher's name?
I forgot.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
didn't know that.
Walked over to the fucking dugout. Like, hey.
I mean,
deuces though.
You know how heated I would be.
It's just, but people. I mean, some players are like, it's a business. It is what it is. But like, still, that's fucked up.
That
at least give the motherfucker a fucking
right. And you do it in a post game interview.
And my thing is,
they put his bag outside
the person that's cutting me, or whoever. At least give me a handshake. Like, thanks for all you done. Don't just be like, all right, we traded you. Bye. See ya.
That's nuts, man. Let's see. Tigers.
Damn.
Pitcher.
That is rough.
Hold on. Let's see here. Traded mid-game. No, that was Austin Jackson. He got traded in the 7th inning. Michael Fulmer. That's who it was. Yep. All right. Moving on here, we talked about the Bills and Titans' new stadiums. Yep. Obviously, they're going to look sick.
They look fucking
they look cool.
They look really, really sick. So with those new stadiums,
we're going to have hybrid, to start building some new shit downtown, too, for Ford Field. We got to do all this.
Well, we got to get past the draft. We got the 2024 draft downtown, which in
2024.
2024. I'm avoiding downtown at all.
That's at the Riverwalk, isn't it? Like Hart Plaza?
I'm avoiding that at all costs.
There's still construction downtown at LCA. Like, they still haven't finished that fucking parking area, which I'm still pissed about too.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't even got the fucking LED lights on top of LCA.
Well, I think what they're doing is they're making that hotel in front of LCA for the draft. I think they're doing it before the draft.
Oh, they need to hurry that shit up because I feel like that should.
I need to wrap
been
that
down
up
there forever.
Alrighty, so I came prepared. Go Blue. Obviously, this is a basketball shirt, but you get the idea.
Oh Lord!
But yeah, that was that game was super sloppy. It was a super sloppy W, and it was a super sloppy loss on your end.
What was it? What was it, Evan? It was W.
It was a dub. It was a dub.
I don't know what you're looking at there, guy.
Yeah. So what do you guys? What 3-5 now? Something like that. Oh yeah, 3-5, and what? We 8-0. But
are you going back to little brother status? Is that what I'm hearing? Little brother, baby brother.
Okay.
Cousin once removed.
You got to take these hits here, Jeremy. But
yeah, I think we're just forfeiting.
You got to take these hits.
Season, so
just
do you think Mel Tucker is on the block after this?
10 years, $90 million guaranteed, and you're 3-5 in your second season after this contract, and you suspend 8
after going to a bowl game.
He's on the Dan Campbell hot seat. How about that? Okay. You got one more season in you. You can't make anything happen.
So we won 29-7. Thank God for Jake Moody kicking 5 field goals.
Yeah.
It was a sloppy W. I don't care if both teams are 8-0 or 7-0 heading into this game. This game is always a dogfight. I don't care who you
that motherfucker. Jake Moody. Lions need that motherfucker.
Yes, they do.
Swear to God.
Yes, they do. We need another hometown kid. But I want to talk about what happened after the game. Total of 8 Spartans got suspended.
4?
8?
4 more. Yeah. 4 more additional ones. I saw the video. Obviously, as everybody knows, with the big house, there's only one tunnel one tunnel going in and out, right? And it doesn't matter who.
Yeah.
And they were talking about this before, but 8 Spartans got suspended.
If you see, he on the other side of it, he also ran in by himself.
He did.
Now,
He did.
I don't think. I mean, obviously, you don't run in there thinking you're gonna get fucking jumped. But like, after a heated game and you're a heated rival, why would you go in there by yourself?
Which begs the question, and people were saying this, that they need to. It's not that hard of a way to find out or to do. Hey, Michigan State, you go on first. Once you guys are clear out of the tunnel, Michigan goes, or vice versa. Not that hard. You wait an additional 5-10 minutes, whatever the case may be. Really not that hard. Obviously, they're not going to do construction to the big house, or they may do construction to the big house to create another tunnel, which means they have to create more lockers, but they're not going to.
Do that.
There's already construction going to happen for new, I think it's new like speakers and scoreboards and stuff like that happening. So that could be, I feel like that is on the discussion, but it's really not that hard. So
I don't get why he ran in there by himself.
29-7. So I looked at this video. Jim Harbaugh, this is an article from the Sporting News. So Michigan State fights suspensions. 4 more Spartans disciplined for tonal brawl, 8 total. So let's see here. So Michigan won 29-7. Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh labeled the incident, quote, assault, and later he can't imagine that this will not result in criminal charges. Jim Harbaugh, 2 of the players were assaulted. You saw the one video, the 10-on-1, pretty bad, says one player had a nasal injury, possibly a broken nose. AD Ward Manuel will address with the authorities, Harbaugh says. So they have a bunch of, the joint statement from Michigan State Vice President and Director of Athletics, Alan Haller, and Michigan State head coach Mel Tucker released one saying, Michigan State University athletics and the football program are committed to the highest level of sportsmanship. As we continue to gather and review electronic evidence of the altercations between Michigan State and the University of Michigan student athletes on October 29th, 2022, we are suspending student athletes Malcolm Jones, Justin White, Jacoby Woodman, and Brandon Wright. The suspensions are effective immediately. We are transparently working with law enforcement and the Big Ten Conference to evaluate additional facts and evidence surrounding the events in Ann Arbor. We will continue to take appropriate action in this matter as we learn more. The student-athlete suspensions will remain in place until the investigations are completed. The health and safety of our student-athletes, coaches, personnel, and the Spartan community is our number one priority. Thank you for your continued collaboration and support as we move forward together. So there's also more players. Atavian Brown, linebacker. Gary Crump, cornerback. Angela Gross, defensive end. Zion Young, defensive end, along with Malcolm Jones, Justin White, Jacob Winmon, and Brandon Wright. So, yeah. Paul, I'm going to start with you on this one. What do you think about all this?
Well, like I was saying, it shouldn't have went down that way. I don't know why he would do that, but like for 8 players to do that to one kid, though, that's fucked. Like, I don't know. It's a both ends in this one. More so the one end, but like
right.
But I mean, he shouldn't have just ran in there by himself.
Yeah, you after a rival.
You gotta think about it.
Yeah,
he didn't think about it.
Yeah, I agree.
But then again, you don't think that that's gonna happen to you.
But common sense indicates it's a pack mentality. You're going into the Lions Den, quote unquote, after a loss. Don't care who you are, especially a good margin of victory like that, and a rivalry game where they're gonna have a mob mentality, and I'm one player going into a crowd of Spartans. Come on, man. Even if they may not do it, you think they may not do it, I'm not taking that chance. I'm not even putting myself in that, right? And I'm not saying that the MSU have a mob mentality, but come on, man, it's a common thing. I'm going to be heated that I lost, that we got our butts whooped, and I'm going to find someone to take it out on, whether that's a locker, whether that's, my teammates. I'm going to cuss them out, whatever the case may be. But one person, it's a double-edged sword, if you will. Jeremy, what are you thinking about this, bro?
Well, the ability to be able to work here, I'm privy to a little bit more information as well too. Of course, nothing I can really say right here because inside reporting and writing and stuff like that. Just know that Mel Tucker was not happy in the locker room after this whole incident went down with these players. But on the flip side of that, the way I feel about it is 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Michigan State was headed towards their locker room. 1, never put your hand on another player of the opposing team when you're not out there on the field playing the game of football. That was just wrong. On the flip side of that as well, too, I forgot the player's name who was on the way back to the locker room.
He's number 1.
Yeah.
I know he's number 1, but he was also, skipping his way back to the locker room as well. I'm assuming he was also, talking shit as well, too, which, granted, he has that right to, because, Michigan went out there and put a whooping on him, which is all fine and dandy. But you should have been out there on the field with your team celebrating, not taunting the opposing team on their way back to their locker room. So it's basically like that Draymond graphic. You fuck around, you find out.
Right.
And that's basically what happened here. But once again, I'm not condoning this fight or this assault, as Jim Harbaugh is saying right now. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have took place. These are 2 wrongs that, really do not make a right. And the 8 players that got suspended, they got what they deserve right now. They really did. And this all falls on Mel Tucker right now as well as being a leader to these young men of what to do and what not to do. This is a situation of what not to do. And now Mel Tucker and the rest of the Spartan Nation is going to feel the wrath of having a very poor rest of the season because of this. And not to mention, this is the second incident in the Michigan tunnel that this has happened to before. So it was Penn State earlier this season as well, too. But once again, Michigan is not going to change their way of build a new tunnel randomly just because. What needs to happen a little bit more is maybe there should be a little bit more deeper security next time. Maybe some more police officers or something like that. Or just allow one full team to make it to their locker room before you allow another set of teams to go to their locker room as well. So I seen the video as well, too. And for an instant, I see police officers, I see security, but I see them first allow this hit to happen with the helmet before they actually jump in and try and intervene. Credit, they're not as big as any of these players are or anything like that. So I'm not expecting them just to jump in and hold off everyone, but you still have to protect the safety of these kids. You're there to do a job as well as entertain yourself and see the game, which majority of them are U of M alumni at that as well, too. That's just coming to help out, to lend a hand, but also to be at the big house and to see the game as well, too. But you need to do something to protect the integrity of these players, because those 8 players just got suspended. Who knows what happens to them in their future endeavors as a college player if they decide to go and do football again? Who knows? This will forever be a stain on their record right now. And we all know this college is basically like a fucking job interview for the NFL. Now you're sitting on the sideline. Who knows what happens?
Who knows how long, too? You could be out the rest of the season.
Who knows how long? Who knows if you have to transfer, if you have to do a last chance U type of deal. You got to go to some East Mississippi school somewhere just to get some tape going, just to get some film going so you could send to an NFL scout, something like that, of that nature. But this will forever be a stain on their record right now, and it just hurts on both sides, man.
Now, isn't it? The thing is, to me, though, Michigan's had this tunnel situation for however long the big house has been around.
Yeah.
100
so
years.
how is it just,
how is it this season, though? That
why is it,
just happened?
The thing is, why,
you got 2 rivals. You got Penn State and MSU, both Big Tens.
All the decades.
Oh, I'm sure there's I'm sure there's
like
incidents going back, but nothing like to this magnitude.
It's been decades of this happening in the same tunnel situation. So essentially they've had the tunnel situation figured out. It's just like it's a freak thing.
Yeah, I think it's an anomaly.
I think it's just like
blip.
Because I've seen
people act different to certain situations, and then this certain group of players reacted the way that they instinctively thought they wanted to react, and shit popped off. Throughout the decades, you don't see that happening because it's just different people.
Yeah, I think Paul, you bring up a valid point with that, with the personality type. I definitely think that it is based on a personal basis, and obviously, people can handle their emotions differently, right? There's a professional way to do it. Like, I don't care who you are. If I got my butt whooped, I'm mad, I'm salty.
Yeah, of course.
But I have to be able to compartmentalize that because I got to do a post game interview and so on and so forth. But real quick, the Michigan's player's name was Jaden McBurrows. Jaden McBurrows, and then this, going back to what you were saying, Jeremy, about this could follow you. Look at Joe Mixon, right? Running back for the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, no, he was a high prospect, and then what was it? Domestic abuse that tainted him, and he got picked up in like the second round by Cincinnati. Yeah, he turned out to be a
decent now,
but it's always going to have that stain. That could be look. We all saw the Manti Te'o documentary, right? He was at the pinnacle of his college career. That scandal came out. He dropped till second round, I think it was.
Like third or fourth round.
Yeah, I think he dropped, third or fourth.
He dropped hell a lot, and he was going to be a top 5. He was a Heisman candidate and everything. So, obviously, different situation, and maybe not that, not as extreme as, physical violence, but still a scandal all the less. But I definitely think that it's based on personality, and we just need to be aware of beefing up security for rival games.
Well, look at how many close games State and Michigan has had together, and this is not one of the close games. Imagine the games that were like in the night games that were
it's in our intro, man.
Yeah, and it's like the double overtime game or like the overtime game or any overtime game that they've had.
Yeah,
this shit never popped off.
I think it was just a freak accident.
I think it's just a freak thing. People instinctively reacted fight or flight mode. Everybody wanted the fight mode apparently.
Yeah,
and boom.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate that it
just sucks that it happened with 8 players getting suspended. But I mean, like, you shouldn't be stopping the motherfucker. Dude.
8 players getting suspended. 2 current prospects decommitted as well. Another player on the team said he is taking his talent somewhere else, so this will be his last year. He's entering the transfer portal for next season. So, I mean, like I said, this
shit happened.
I love Michigan State, but like we have to just like wrap up this season and just call it quits for the rest of just forfeit the rest of the games.
I mean, Mel Tucker can only do so much.
That, and now he's getting death threats. I don't know if you guys seen that as well too, but he's getting death threats. I don't know from who or from what fan base.
This falls more on the AD than it does Mel Tucker. If you want to go with sanctions and what to do and how to go about the situation after that.
If I'm
Mel Tucker can't control what happened in that tunnel.
Yeah.
How many people were in that tunnel? That's not Mel Tucker's job to handle. He handled it by doing the suspensions. But the AD, this is now all the ADs.
Yeah, I think
this is all on him now.
So
going forward.
So what would you guys think is a fair punishment for the State players? Out for the rest of the season? Out for 1 game, 2 games?
At least 3 or 4.
I mean, you were already 8 games in.
You're already 8 games in. Just suspend them
if
for
it's
the
3
rest
or 4,
of the season. Yeah.
Might as well the rest of the season.
I mean, you're 3-5 right now, and you got 4 games left.
Are they critical like players? Are they like star players, or are they just like bench players?
A couple of them are star players. Jacoby Wyndham for sure is a star player, but
I will say that Michigan State has some big receivers, dude.
Yeah,
they got some big receivers. So, but I say suspend them.
Yeah, just suspend them for the rest of the season.
What's 3 games, and then you come back for 1?
Now, do you think the NCAA will do anything as far as on the school is concerned, or just like?
No, I think they're going to handle this internally. But I feel like if this was worse, I think if this was like domestic violence, the NCAA will say will step in.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's between 2 teams, I think the NCAA will give MSU a chance to say, okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This all now is whatever happens going forward is the directors.
Yeah, exactly. So
like
I say suspension for the rest of the season. You 4 games left.
Yeah, this game was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now at this standpoint, of course, the media has like died down about it and stopped talking. So as you said, I think the NCAA will allow Michigan State to kind of figure some things out, see what they want to do. They're already losing commits as it is now. So, I mean, I think that's the most that they can just allow. Just you figure this out, and then if nothing happens, then we'll step in and intervene. If another situation happens at U of M's tunnel or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think that
If
this
it's
is
a
going.
third strike, then yeah.
And honestly,
you
the
gotta
only
do
way
something.
NCAA will intervene is if they're getting autographs for it.
Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, who knows?
Boy. Yeah.
All right,
there we
fellas,
go.
let's switch to NBA
Pull a Reggie
talks.
Bush real quick. You know?
Oh man.
Oh,
Let's-
sorry. They're making a documentary, Reggie Bush is, on that 05 like shit.
Oh, I'm watching that for sure.
On like the whole now on his side of the story.
Johnny Manziel went on a podcast and admitted that he took autographs and did it for money. Like, come on, bro.
This dude,
damn,
Reggie
Johnny,
Bush got
come
a
on.
house. He got $400,000 or some shit. Like, he got like a lot of shit.
Why would you?
But they're doing a documentary on it, and it's supposed to be from Reggie Bush's perspective, like his side of the story.
Kind of like the palette, like
Done by Jermaine O'Neal.
yeah. Yeah, right. One-sided documentary.
Done by Matt Leinart.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah.
That's
All
a real
right.
story. What happened?
Right. So let's switch to NBA talks. Nets are in trouble now. They fired head coach Steve Nash.
This is so, dude. You know how much I laughed when you guys posted that in the group text? I was like, bro.
It's about time. Nash. Look,
Yeah.
Steve Nash is a great player.
Kevin Durant got what he wanted.
But yeah, KD, and then now
Now Brooklyn got what they wanted.
But now you got Ime. How do you pronounce it?
Ime Udoka.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Ime
you got
Udoka.
him
But-
probably piping down the VP's daughter.
So I think Brooklyn's willing to take on, and he doesn't have to move far from Boston to Brooklyn, so it's not that far. You know, he's
yeah,
not,
but like we still could pipe down the fucking officials. But
he can pipe down whoever the hell he wants, you know. But at the same time,
apparently it's not Nia Long.
right.
Yeah.
But
I'm just upset
What-
that Boston just let him go.
apparently,
go.
I think Boston. They
can't be
released
piping down the boss's
some more
daughter, bro.
they released some more information about what happened with Udoka and that whole situation prior to Udoka's name gaining traction for the Brooklyn Nets head coach. So it's like Boston's just like, oh, you're thinking about going to Brooklyn, or like Brooklyn's thinking about him. Here, let's release some more information
What a
about this.
cast of fucking characters on that team.
Man.
Now with the coach, you got KD's crazy ass. You got fucking Kyrie.
Kyrie's making.
You got Kyrie's fucking.
Let's talk
Suspended
Kyrie.
for like 4 or 5 games.
So yeah, Kyrie.
Nike suspended him too.
Yep, Ahmed. On the heels of a minimum 5-game suspension, this is from NBA.com.
Just 5 games.
On the heels of a minimum,
You think it's warranted for more?
I think.
I think it'll happen.
I think so.
Yeah.
Nike has just suspended its relationship with Kyrie Irving and canceled its plans to release his next signature shoe, the latest chapter in the ongoing fallout since the Brooklyn Nets guard tweeted a link to a film containing anti-Semitic material. Let's see. It goes on to say the Nets made that move Thursday, banning Irving without pay for at least 5 games, and a day later, Nike made its decision. Obviously, and then Adam Silver plans on meeting with Kyrie because Kyrie and the Nets planned on making a $500,000 donation to I don't want to to basically what's the word I'm looking for, to some charities that promote against anti-Semitism. But there was no apology from Kyrie. That's why Adam Silver was disappointed. So Adam Silver was going to meet with Kyrie to talk about that. Then later, Kyrie, amid the suspension, apologizes for it now. So it goes on to, Nike says, at Nike, we believe that there is no place for hate speech and we condemn any form of anti-Semitism. To that end, we've made the decision to suspend our relationship with Kyrie Irving effective immediately and will no longer launch the Kyrie 8. Let's see here. He signed that deal back in 2011. Let's see here. Irving posted a tweet, which has been since deleted last week with the link documentary Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Black America, which includes Holocaust denial and conspiracy theories about Jews. In a contentious post-game interview session last Saturday, Irving defended his right to post what he wants. So this is just kind of... here it goes. On Wednesday, Irving said he opposes all forms of hate, and he and the Nets each announced that they would donate $500,000 towards groups that work to eradicate it. Silver then issued a statement calling on Irving by name to apologize, and Irving refused to give a direct answer when asked Thursday if he has anti-Semitic beliefs. So that was a little bit more clarification on my end, so I do apologize for it.
So he likes to go through. into his whole different religion kind of deal. He takes in all the different religions, but like no religion has really anti-Semitic views. That's all on him. So it's like I think I'll give Kyrie another 2 years in the league, and I think he's just gonna leave because
He's slowly shooting, like he's
Shooting himself in the foot. Yeah.
He's
I'll
shooting
give him
himself in
another
each
2
toe.
years.
Like
Yeah.
he's down to like 3 toes right now, and he's got like he's
All right, Megan
pulling.
Thee Stallion.
I'll give him 2 years though.
Stop.
In the league. Like, he ain't gonna stay around long because he doesn't want to deal with the bullshit. And
This
I
is
think
the dude that
team
wanted
is
out
gonna
of
kick.
Cleveland.
I think teams are gonna get sick of this shit.
I think it's almost like he's more trouble than what he's worth. Kyrie Irving, he's one of my favorite players, one of the best ball handlers in the league. Did phenomenal. You saw what he did on that Cleveland team. And you saw that he didn't want to be part of that Cleveland team because he didn't want to be basically essentially bossed around by LeBron or coached by LeBron. But now you regret it. He, with the whole pandemic thing, him going out, with the birthday parties, him doing stuff. I commend Kyrie for standing for what he believes in, but
He's
I
also
feel,
a flat earther.
but he's regardless of his beliefs,
also a
regardless of
flat
his
earther.
beliefs, right?
Flat Earth mother.
Regardless of his beliefs, he's standing for what he believes in, and I support people who stand up for what.
Flat earthers?
No, shut the fuck up and let me finish. But I stand up for what people believe in, right? I don't believe in that shit.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
Right. I don't believe in that shit, but at the same time, we have to applaud people for standing up for what they believe in. But he's going about it in the least professional way about it. Yep, and Jeremy, we've been on this podcast before. We've apologized to Kyrie several times on this podcast, but I'm not apologizing for this, dude.
I
You're a great
can't
basketball
apologize
player,
no more.
but you are a basketball player. You cannot pull a Kanye and say, I can do whatever I want. I can post whatever you want without ramifications. He's going down the same road as Kanye.
Like, I understand the whole freedom of speech and everything like that, but there's a limit to how far you can post your freedom of speech. You need to chill out with some of this stuff. You and Kanye are basically in the same boat right now, shooting yourself in the foot, just over and over again. Eventually, Kanye wanted out of all the limelight and everything. He got it. Now it's going to be the exact same with him. I don't even know if he plays the rest of the season, being honest.
Yeah.
What's ironic to me is when flat earthers say we're all around the world. All around the world.
It doesn't fit into their box of,
Right.
what they got going on. Paul, what do you think?
Get him out of the league, dude. He
2 years? You said 2 years?
I give him 2 years, dude.
2
I mean, like,
Jeremy?
this is a waste of talent.
Yeah, probably 2 years. If anything.
Do you think? I think if Kyrie would have stayed with Cleveland, they probably would have got another championship.
By himself?
Oh God, no, not by.
Oh no,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
But when
my God,
but
no,
when
no.
LeBron came back, that's when he left.
True.
That's when he left, and then he went to Boston. Then he went to Brooklyn.
He almost won one in Boston. With him and Gordon, right?
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. He's stupid. Anywho. All right, Paul, you brought this up. Lakers in panic mode?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
Think so?
I think we're
Jeremy?
2-5 right now.
Panic mode? Okay, well, at that
wait.
time, they were 0-4.
Did they win last night? I don't remember.
Let's check the record. I believe
At the
they,
time, I wrote that down. It was when Russell was on the bench, and they were 0-4 without Russell, so maybe now,
okay.
less panic mode.
Not super panic mode, but just less. So Lakers they lost against Utah yesterday. So Lakers are
They did lose yesterday. God damn it.
they're 2-6.
Shit.
You're last in the league?
No.
Or last in the West?
Rockets are 1-8. Pistons are 2-8. Magic are
Jesus.
2-7.
Holy shit.
Warriors are 3-7.
Yeah, they sat everyone last night too, which is
Why are they
crazy.
3-7 though? Panic mode for them too?
So in the Eastern Conference, Bucks are 8-0.
Weird.
Cavaliers are 7-1. And then Western
Utah.
Trailblazers are 6-2. Suns are 6-2. Utah 7-3. And yeah, so Lakers are second from the bottom in the West. Yep.
Should have played Rose.
And then Pistons are at the bottom of the East.
You know they were yelling MVP for him last night?
Hilarious.
I'm not saying Laker fans are devoted, but sometimes they're a little too devoted.
Are they dick riding him?
No. Westbrook does not fit that system.
He doesn't fit any system. That's not him.
It's very hard to get a player like Westbrook because he needs his 20 shots, and then
he doesn't make any of them. He makes 5 of them.
He needs his exactly. That's what I'm saying. Westbrook is not a shooter. He's not a 3-point shooter. He's not a mid-range shooter. He's a slasher. He's the Derrick Rose. He'll cut to the lane. That's what type of player he needs to play on that.
Fucking makes it.
He's a slasher. That's what his game is.
He's 20 shots.
He ain't Kobe.
Ain't nobody. Don't even put Westbrook and Kobe in the same sentence. But that's what I'm saying.
Kobe needed his 50 shots. He would make a lot of them
because he didn't trust anybody else. But
apparently, Russell's the same way. He thinks he can't trust no one. He has LeBron.
I think
nobody.
Yeah, I think that you don't. Obviously, Westbrook needs to. Obviously, we picked up his option for this year, but Lakers. I think LeBron's going to retire after this year. Oh, and he just signed a 2-year deal, so he's got.
He's gonna wait for his kids.
Yeah, he's waiting for Bronny to get it.
He's not. He's going to retire right before then. He's not going to do that.
Lakers Nation.
His body's going to give out on him.
Lakers Nation.
Lakers Nation. Let's ride.
Yeah, shut up.
Let's ride.
So, all right.
Where's the LeBron Subway commercial?
He's got an 18.
I want a LeBron sandwich.
Yeah.
He's got that Father Time commercial. Did anybody see that?
The Father Time commercial.
Dude, I know with Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa is Father
Is that
Time.
Jason Momoa?
Yup.
Oh,
Jason Momoa is Father Time in his LeBron 20 commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see all that.
need some help up? No, you ain't getting up.
That's funny.
Bron, chill.
But no, I think Lakers are in panic mode. Obviously, this
8 games in, bro.
Yeah, it's panic mode. This is like you got to understand. Like Laker Nation, it's championship or bust every single year.
70 games.
That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing at all.
Championship or bust. Anthony Davis is about to be injured again.
Yeah.
You think this is gonna be Davis's last year, or does he have more years in his
Oh, he just signed an extension in 2020, so he's got 3 more years left on his contract.
You think? Well, that doesn't matter. You think he's gonna last, or
who knows, man? Who knows? He banged and bruised. He's banged and bruised up.
who's our head coach?
Darvin Ham, first year.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Darvin Ham, first year. No, Darvin Ham's a solid coach. I mean, he was an assistant coach back about 10 years ago.
He won this ship with us.
Yeah. So he's a solid coach. He's a no BS. Like, hey, I'm going to tell you like it is. But I don't think.
He's not Lakers coach.
It's only 8 games in. Who knows? Who knows? We got time, but who knows? World Series. Aren't Houston is up 3-2,
Houston is
right?
1 game away from the ship.
Oh wow.
They're up 3-2, and they're playing in Houston tonight. And Game 7's in Houston. So Game 6 is tonight. Game 7's tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Damn.
I think
they can wrap it. They're gonna wrap it up.
They can wrap it up.
They're gonna wrap it up tonight. They're at home. They're gonna wrap it up.
yeah.
They're gonna win tonight.
Mattress Max is going to be happy.
Verlander's getting Mattress Max.
He's this
that.
millionaire that always bets on the Houston Astros to win. I think he made like a $10 million bet on the Astros to win, and then if he wins that, bet, he makes like $100 million or something like that.
Shit.
Yeah, must be nice.
I don't know.
Win.
Y'all want to play the Powerball?
No.
It's at 1.6 billion.
I want to, but I know I'm never gonna win it. So
You guys want to?
Waste some money.
I'll throw in $20 here
how
and there.
much is the ticket?
It's $2 a ticket.
If you win it, let me know.
No.
If you win it, let me know.
If I win it, y'all ain't never gonna see me again. I'm changing all my contact. Well, no, you guys will get my new number. Anything.
Damn.
We just get the number. We don't get no money. That's fucked up.
All right.
But if we make a pool, that's different. I'm not buying the tickets and giving you guys money.
Selfish motherfucker.
I gotta make some investments first.
Right.
Anywho, Tigers making changes, Paul.
Yeah, they cut a few longtime personnels. Just changed culture up. The new GM is axing a lot of people and getting his own people in. It's to be expected. So, I mean,
What do you expect out of the Tigers next season? Still a sub 500 team?
they're not even sub 500. They're at the
Playoffs.
bottom of the league. They're at the
Playoffs?
bottom of the league.
You talking playoffs?
We are going to be the bottom of the league for the next 3 or 4 years.
Say playoffs?
Playoffs.
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 You didn't win a game, let alone playoff.
How many games did the Tigers win? Like 50?
I think we lost like almost 100 games.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. We're not that team. We're not that team. And then Jeremy, moving gears, Barstool ranks sports franchises.
Oh shit! Yeah, give me a second. I got it saved in here.
I mean, you're not ready?
I got one from Barstool too.
Yeah,
Is it the
I
scariest
have it.
thing?
It's kind of crazy. So, Barstool ranked 124 major sports teams. Do you want to take a guess at who's number one?
I'm gonna say the Lakers,
Incorrect.
Cowboys.
Incorrect.
Patriots.
Incorrect.
U.S.
Yeah.
Yankees.
Nope.
Dodgers.
Nope. Give up.
I give up.
The Golden State Warriors. They ranked them number one. You want to take a guess where we are?
Way at the bottom.
Bottom of the bottom.
Detroit Lions, 122.
Out of
124. Yeah. So right there. Guess where the Red Wings are? 119.
Golly.
I know.
what the Pistons?
Pistons, 107.
They're above the Red Wings.
Yeah. They are above them right now.
I got the scariest moments right here.
So we got the Warriors,
Horrible.
Tampa Bay, Kansas City, Houston Astros, and Dodgers. So it's 1 through 5.
Makes sense.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I know.
That's really, really, really bad.
Like, I don't know if they were doing this as a joke or they were trying to be serious
No,
about
they're
it,
serious.
but yeah. That's where they have us right
Barstool
now.
did the best college football game, and they ranked the 05 or 06 national championship game, USC and Texas, as the best one.
Well, damn.
Housekeeping. Yeah, so that's really interesting about all of those ranks. Golden State Warriors are number one, but they're about to be paying all that luxury tax though, and they just picked up James Wiseman's option. They picked up 2 other players' options. I forget who though. I'd have to. Picked up 2 other. Obviously, we talked about Poole.
Wiseman. Yeah.
There's a few other
Wiggins?
people.
Is it-
No, they picked up Wiggins and Poole. They gave them a big contract extension. Let's see here. I forget, yeah. And then, Paul, we're going to get to your scariest moment here in a second here, but do you guys use Twitter at all? Jeremy, do you use Twitter?
Yeah, I kind of
Well, it's a good thing you deleted it because now Elon Musk is charging $8 for a blue check mark, and now also we learned that Twitter's losing $4 million a day.
A day?
A day. Because now if you want to be verified, you got to pay the $8. And then Stephen King was saying, I'm not paying. It was originally $20. Stephen King was saying, no, I'm not paying $20 for a verified check mark because obviously with the blue check mark that signified, hey, this is me, I'm legit, da-da-da. Now if Joe Schmo, like, I don't know, Seymour Butts can get a blue check mark for $8 a month, and he's hoping to obviously knock out some bots. But what do you guys think of that?
It's stupid as fuck. Twitter's not what it used to be anymore.
No.
It really isn't. I don't understand why you need to pay $8 just to confirm that you're a
Elon's
verified
just trying to make
person.
money wherever he can.
Yeah, why are you trying to make money?
He didn't even want Twitter, so it's like
I feel like he bought it out of spite.
no, he bought it, then he tried to back out, and then Twitter went to go and legal options on him, and then he's like, "All right, I'll buy it." Yeah,
Okay.
I would have bought something else. I would have bought, Instagram or something.
Something.
and his theme for buying Twitter is like he wants to give more people freedom to talk and but it's like
It's freedom to talk for $8.
right.
Yeah, I haven't had a Twitter in 5+ years. There's really no point. It's like a live journal. You guys remember live journal?
Oh my god.
It's
It's
like-
like so big in high school.
Yeah, it's like live journal. Like
I'm not going on there to
episode
see your
2
day.
of my sad story. Derp, 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 derp.
So boring.
Yeah. So so you guys aren't getting paying $8 for a blue check mark?
Oh hell no.
Why not?
Pass on that.
Pass?
I ain't get no clout.
No. And then, Jeremy, you said Fago turns 115 years old?
115. The company started back in 1907, I believe.
Dang.
Shit.
Dude,
Dang.
this company's been around. Like, they're holding strong, though. I mean, they haven't changed their prices, so
That's
economy has
insane.
not, bumped them up at all.
You guys have a favorite Fago?
Rock and ride.
Rock and Rye? Because I used to work at Henry Ford Museum, and you used to have the
We used to
Fago
get
glass.
the glass one.
Oh,
glass bottles?
I
Yeah,
wish I had the glass bottle once,
Take
man.
cases of that shit.
He did not take cases of that. He's
I would
lying.
never take
Oh,
cases.
no.
of that.
So-
That is-
no.
Stealing is
God, no.
bad.
We sold grape, red pop, rock and rye, and root beer. Grape was always. I love grape flavors. Anything, honestly.
Red pop for me.
Red pop. I don't know. Red pop tasted
Red pop
like
or
cough
rock and
medicine.
rye, either or.
Or orange. Orange was one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
Cream
Orange.
soda. Cream soda's not bad.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Cream soda when you mix it with alcohol, though.
big facts.
Yep.
Big facts. You know what is funny? I was on TikTok this morning. They said if you put vodka in a Brita filter,
Yeah.
I seen that.
it's legit. I was like, ooh, I want to try that, but I don't drink vodka like that. But I mean,
want to try, but then I don't. Like, I feel like that ruins my experience of alcohol if I don't smell it
Just
as well
most,
too.
supposed to make it taste better.
I know, but like, that's the whole thing.
would
Like, I
you
need to
would
smell
you
it,
put
too.
151 in a Brita filter and drink it?
Oh,
Cardi
wow.
151?
149. Still just as bad.
Would it be more
149?
tolerable?
No.
What about like any schnapps?
Maybe 5 o'clock.
Mm.
Brunettes.
Bernasties?
No, anything green apple probably.
New
I'll probably put in
Amsterdam.
there.
I like New Amsterdam. Tito's is another smooth one. New
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
Tito's are smooth. Fuck.
I like New Amsterdam. Those are my. I think I got a bottle of Tito's in the freezer.
Hey,
I need to get some ginger beer so I can make my Moscow mules.
ginger beer. That's what's up.
Yeah, good Moscow mule.
I know. I had the best Moscow Mule at I forgot what restaurant I was at. I don't know what it was, but they had like the syrup to go along with it too.
Oh
That shit was
yeah,
on point.
that sounds really good, man. That sounds really good.
That shit was on point.
So yeah, switching, man. We're just jumping all around here. James Gunn, now the co-owner of
Topped out.
He's a
DC
co-owner now. I didn't see this.
Yeah,
So
of the
Co-owner.
DC universe.
DC Universe.
damn.
He's like the Kevin Feige. of
Hopefully he
of
can
DC.
like just like revamp everything because, like I said, I feel like DC is on a downfall. Did anyone go see Black Adam? By the way,
I did.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I
Really?
loved it.
I got
t-
mixed reviews on it.
No, so the thing is, I talked to Paul a little bit about this, and I talked to Eric about this as well. Eric's like, all right, take the fangirl out of it, because I love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So take the fangirl out of it. What is this movie what everyone said? I think the critics were on some BS with it.
Really?
There was, I'll say my major complaint with it is that there was a lot of, they threw the storyline at you fast. Like, all right, this is happening, and then it jumps to here, then here, then here, then here. So it throws a storyline at you kind of fast rather than kind of building it up. But the fight scenes in there, A1. A1. The second
Okay.
fight scene after he gets, after he shows up, the second one after that, I'll just say everything's in slow-mo, and it is cold. It is dope.
Huh.
And there was comedy thrown into it, but it wasn't like Thor's Love and Thunder where it was saturated with that cheesy
so
comedy.
much, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't saturated with it, but I would say probably the acting could have been a little bit better if I'm critiquing it. I'm trying to put myself in a movie critic mindset, but
Yeah.
I'm not a movie critic. I just like to enjoy things. But I would go see it. I would definitely go see it. I would not go out to the movies and see the last Halloween movie, though.
Oh,
It's-
that was terrible.
That was horrible. Shout out to my boy right here. He gave me his Peacock login information.
That movie
But
was terrible,
welcome.
man. Terrible.
but it was
Charles Barkley, terrible.
yeah. It wasn't a Halloween movie. It was more like they were trying to push like a love romance movie.
I just don't understand. Like, you barely saw Michael Myers in the movie. You were trying to build up this other character, which just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, made no sense at all. Absolutely no sense. And then obviously with scary movies, the acting is terrible. But we we jumped to a bunch of
Yeah, we
topics.
jumped
So,
all over
what do you
the
think? What do you think with the hiring of James Gunn, Paul? Where do you think this is going to go?
Hopefully, it puts them in a good spot to get something going to where they can have a plan, and we know what's going on, and we can set up a big story or bigger events.
Yeah.
So to say.
Then obviously there's, you guys saw it. Henry Cavill made a major announcement. He's coming back as Superman. He's leaving The
good.
Witcher, but he's coming back as Superman. So I'm hoping that Black Adam is kind of the start of the DC universe coming back. And I know we talked about
Shazam should be too.
Shazam too.
what was the Zack Snyder, right? Is that the
Snyder cut. Of,
yeah, like Zack
Justice
Snyder was
League.
supposed to be the Kevin Feige of the DC universe, but obviously we talked about how he got screwed over. So I'm hoping that they are setting things up, and then whatever the hell Ursa Miller is doing, hopefully he can get his stuff together so they can release the Flash movie, and hopefully
Tag
that
guy.
that can help reset the DC universe as well. But it remains to be seen. The DC universe, as we all know, is them trying to catch up with Marvel and them just throwing out hot garbage upon hot garbage.
Yeah.
It's sad to say that Aquaman was one of their better movies.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
First Wonder Woman was too.
The first Wonder Woman movie wasn't bad. I did not see the second one. I had no interest in seeing the second one.
one was not that great.
Yeah. But
Suicide Squad though, the James Gunn one was amazing.
Oh yeah, that was fun. It was interesting.
that was the one with Idris Elba, right?
Yeah,
That-
Peacemaker series was
Oh, I still never.
Oh
came
yeah,
to
that was really good.
Yeah.
that was
So I think that there's glimmers of hope that this can
pretty
happen,
much
but
whatever James Gunn touches turns to gold. So.
we'll see. We shall see.
You guys want to stay in entertainment for a second? Did you all listen to Drake and 21 Savage,
Nope.
the album?
I did. I still got to finish my second listen through, but first time around, I said, all right, first few songs, like, all right, these are trash. They all sound the same. Second time, I'm like, okay, this isn't. I don't think that this album has much replay value.
Really?
I don't think so. All the rap now is sounding, it's recycled. It's, even 5 years ago, a lot of the albums had a lot of major replay value. These ones, they're just pumping out albums just to pump out albums and pump out numbers and get streams and all this other stuff. But the quality behind it, I feel like, obviously, we've known this for a while. The quality is crap now of rap.
No, of course.
It's just, hey, I'm gonna give you an album every single year. They're not putting anything behind it now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this album seemed more just like a Drake album with 21 Savage as a feature. Because, like, most of the songs is just all Drake. You might hear an ad lib here from 21 Savage or a verse here in, like, every third song or something like that. But it's mostly just Drake.
Yeah.
Just over and over again. But I'm going to need you to get your boys off of Twitter because y'all are wilding on Twitter too much about this album.
What about my boys?
Your boys on Twitter posting some wild shit.
Who's my boy?
He said, and I quote,
Talking Drake?
Drake and 21 put both of their meat in my ears and nutted at once with this new album.
Huh?
Fire emojis.
Who said that?
I don't know, one of Evan's boys on Twitter. I can't really can't confirm who this is.
Did I make a friendship with somebody that I'm not aware of? But come on, man.
He followed up with that tweet as well with another one.
I do not have Twitter.
He said,
Let's keep this for the record.
he said, nah, Drake, 21 Savage and Travis Scott ran a train, nutted in, and then kissed this beat in the mouth. Goddamn. Fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. You gotta tell your people to stop wilding on Twitter about this goddamn album, bro. Like it's good, but it's not that good, man.
Get your boy.
Nah.
Get your boy.
If you can identify my quote unquote boy, I'll talk to him. But
I don't know. He goes by corny on Twitter.
okay, moving on. Yeah, this shit ain't that serious. Paul, you said Riri is back.
Yeah.
Uh,
New song.
That one,
ain't like
I
that.
know how they're gonna play that song. They're gonna be talking about
The opening moment.
T'Challa and remembering T'Challa and everything, and then that song is gonna play and it's gonna hit you right in the feels. It's going to hit you right in the feels, which means I still got to get tickets. By the way,
I got them.
you got them. When you
Are
going?
they sold out yet or no?
Going the next Saturday,
Next Saturday.
if she's able to.
Oh yeah. You guys.
I mean, if not, you can just slide those tickets over here.
I probably will, honestly. If I just give you the I go to Cinemark, so I'll just give you the confirmation.
Taylor. Yeah.
If I don't go, I'll give it to one. Both of you guys probably.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll see how that goes.
Only got 3 tickets, 2 tickets, 3.
Three?
So,
All right.
So
I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know.
I like that song. It's a nice ballad song, and it's definitely gonna be have that memory attached for Chadwick.
I think it's good for the movie, but for her as a standalone song, I don't really like it.
No.
Yeah.
If this is gonna be like her big comeback song, like I don't really like it for that aspect. But for the Black Panther soundtrack and for the movie, it's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't Kendrick doing the soundtrack again?
No.
No, I don't
The
think
soundtrack
so.
is out, and I've listened to a couple of tracks on there. It is not
It's not the
the
same.
first Black Panther soundtrack.
Oh, that first Black Panther soundtrack.
The first one, yeah, fire. This one, I don't know where this one is even going at all. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, we'll see. But obviously, this being the last Marvel movie of the year, it's gonna go ham. It's gonna be crazy.
All in for it.
All right, Paul. Your topic next. Bring it up.
These are. So this is from Barstool. It's a bracket. There's 15 scary moments. Just like in general, scary moments.
Okay.
So getting a "we need to talk" text.
Ooh,
Lord.
no,
Ain't nobody likes that.
Yeah,
nobody
nobody
likes
like
that
that
We
one.
got the luggage getting lost.
That one always gets, yeah.
Leaning
I don't travel
back,
much.
leaning back too far in the seat.
No.
The we need to talk text. is-
Yeah, that one's still up there.
Forgetting to do something your mom told you to do.
Oh shit, I fucked up.
Right. Not being able to find parents as a kid.
That one used to be a big fear of mine when I was a kid too. Just to get lost in a department store and not find your parents.
This one says getting too high.
yeah.
I mean, that's happened,
Yeah.
but like, you didn't die.
Not feeling one of phone, wallet, or keys in pocket. Like when you do the phone keys pocket.
I feel like that's a mini panic.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh,
we
wait,
need to
wait,
talk
remember.
and the losing
Yeah,
the
and
parents.
there's missing the step on the stairs. And then it has the Peter
Oh
Griffin.
shit.
Then it has the Peter Griffin when he fell down all the stairs.
I feel like I don't know why, but every time there's been a few times that I missed that last step, and then it's like my body leans back, and then I was like, "Oh, my lower back hurts now." Like,
It's
That-
just
that
old
was-
age. Stop.
That was all one side. The other side of the bracket is checking your phone after a blackout.
I remember I lost my phone after a blackout after your bachelor party. It was in my car. It was in my car for.
I was
5
like,
hours,
Hey,
hey,
this
yeah.
one's oversleeping an alarm on an important morning.
that's why you set several alarms.
But have you ever done? Yeah,
I just
that
set
one's
several
scary.
alarms.
That one's scary.
Unexpected ring at the doorbell.
I feel like no matter who's at my door, even if I'm expecting them, that ring scares the crap out of me because you never expect it.
Looking up anything on WebMD.
Oh, I just
Nah,
stopped using WebMD
yeah,
altogether.
I don't
When
listen
you
to-
hydroplane in your car.
that one's pretty scary. I'll go even further and say if like there's
depends
a
what
sheet
kind
of
of
ice,
car.
there's a sheet of ice.
Ice, yes.
Okay, going through turbulence on a plane.
Nah.
Sketchy dude walking directly at you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little
that
bit- a
one's
little
up
bit on
there.
that one.
Then this one's email from boss you never talked to.
No, I'm not scared. I'm
Nah.
just I'm saying WTF? Why are you emailing me if I never talk to you?
Okay, so from one side you're gonna pick.
That we need to talk text.
Yo, we need to talk.
The other side. What's the other side? I just listed.
Steps isn't on that side.
No, steps is on the same side as getting we need to talk.
What's on the right side again?
Yeah.
Checking your phone at a blackout, oversleeping, unexpected ring the doorbell, WebMD, hydroplane, turbulence, sketchy dude, and then email from boss.
I'll probably have to say there's
Sketchy
three.
dude?
I'll probably on that 3 side. I'm leaning between sleeping past the alarm, hydroplaning, and sketchy dude. But if I had, I'd probably have to say hydroplaning for me.
Man, sketchy dude.
Sketchy dude or blackout?
It's solid.
I think the one that's gonna win the whole thing though is we need to talk to.
That we need to talk.
Yeah, we need to talk.
I
That one.
feel like you panic about that all day once you get that text, and then when you actually get there, it's like, hey, we need to talk about you doing the laundry right next time.
Oh
you
my
just,
God,
you just
that's
fucked up my
even so much. It's
whole-
like you had me on edge the entire day, and you're gonna. Yeah, it's just like, okay, if we need to talk, why don't you just give me a heads up so I can mentally prepare, because as guys, we get that 4-word text message. We think back to everything within the last week, and like, okay,
Like, what did I do wrong?
did I not say goodbye to her? Did I not kiss her? Did I?
Did I look at some girl's ass?
Right? Did she catch me doing something? Like, you try, and it's almost like you're trying to. You
together your
becoming a
case,
defense
like-
attorney. You becoming a defense attorney right off the bat, and you're like, all right.
And then it's like, just so you know, babe, I don't like the way you do laundry. Oh.
Why didn't you just tell me you didn't like the way I do laundry through text messages? Like, why are you making me sweat like that?
Like, by the way, I feel it's funny that you just leave the refrigerator door open every time you leave out in the morning. You couldn't have just told me that.
I don't like the other text where it's like, I think it's funny that.
I see. I don't get that text message. I'm lucky. I don't get that text message. Me and my wife, we've never had an argument ever. We've had disagreements, but we've never had an argument to the point where we raised.
Bullshit.
No, I'm no cap.
Don't jinx yourself, man. That's all I can say.
I know. I'm just saying, just like
Never had an argument about anything.
No, we've never had an argument like on the like. Look, we may have had ones like a funny argument about whatever, but like a negative argument where to the point where I'm pissed or she's pissed.
Yeah.
She is a processor. She won't yell. She'll get quiet, and then she's processing it. And I know during that moment I need to let her process, and then she's going to come and talk to me. I'm the same exact way. I need to process it because I never want to react out of anger, because I feel like that's how arguments start, is because one side is trying to get their point across so much that they're not trying to hear the opposite side. So,
Okay.
what?
Fucking.
Oh, you're talking old school?
Woo! No, me and Jamie. I'm a Gemini. She's a Scorpio. We're like,
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out
You
of
gonna
there
put
with that
zodiac signs in this
astrology.
together?
no, but like it's just like we
No, you're throwing Gemini
we constantly
You're throwing fucking astrology
like to
signs.
argue about what this is, but we
You both are stubborn.
we don't argue for the sake of arguing. We argue to get a point across, and then after I make fun of the argument, or during the argument I fucking crack a joke and I fuck up the argument for her side. It's so funny. I do it all the time.
Some people are like that.
Yeah.
Some people are like that.
We just like to hear it. We both are. We like to get our point across, and then But the thing is, our arguments last like 2 seconds, and then we crack a joke, and then it's over.
Yeah, I can see that.
We don't like let anything linger over a day.
and
That's good,
that's
too.
great.
We don't go to bed angry like that.
Yeah.
We don't let anything linger throughout the day. We squash that shit. We're like, all right, let's fucking get everything we need to say.
And that's your
out.
guys' communication style. Like, it works different. Like, you know, my mother and father-in-law, bro, they have some of the funniest arguments in my entire
Can
life.
imagine.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Like, they've been married 32 years, and I'll never forget this. We were leaving a restaurant one night, and I held the door open for my wife, and then her mother-in-law looks her mother-in-law looks over at me and looks at her husband, my father-in-law, and says, "How come you don't do that for me?" He's like, "Shut the fuck up and get in the car." I was rolling. Another one that was so hilarious that it's legendary.
Mr. Z is a legend, though.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. My father-in-law,
He's a legend.
Yeah, I love him to death, and he she was talking about something like that, and they were talking about they've been married for whatever, and they were talking about how you gain the relationship weight.
Yeah.
And then she said, so like my body is a roadmap towards the destination of our love. And then he pipes up, he's like, then why the fuck are there so many roadblocks on it?
God damn.
He roasted her
My
like
man is
that.
a
I
savage
was
right
done. I was cooked, man. It was so funny. I like at that point.
I'm out here getting cooked.
And I'm sitting there laughing, and then my mother-in-law, she's like, "What are you laughing at?" I'm like, "It's funny," and then I run away.
It's funny, bye.
Bro.
Man, it's like it's hilarious, and like that's how, and that was the biggest adjustment. Like her family, that's how they argue like
They're
how
Italian people, dude.
Yeah, they're Italian and Irish. So it's like they talk loud. My family does not talk like that. So that was the biggest adjustment. They would yell at each other, and then 5 seconds later they're fine. I'm like, wait, you're not actually pissed at them. But it was, bro. It's so funny.
That's a perfect way to go about it too.
We drive Trav so fucking crazy because he's like, y'all are the most fucking bipolar motherfuckers I have ever met. We drive. He's like, it's just so funny because one time we were fucking, like whatever, yipping at each other, and then we hear it because Trav was playing his game and the walls are really thin.
Yeah,
and we're like, we just hear him like, my mom and Paul are arguing again, and then we just died because the shit that we say to each other is like, we just call each other, fucking bitches, cunts, whatever the fuck. We just yell shit.
Yeah, just whatever.
Like,
yeah,
and then we're good. And he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Jesus.
It's just fun. But
are you and your girlfriend like that, Jeremy? I don't want to pry too much.
I mean, I feel like we're on both sides of it. Like, there have been arguments to where it's like, all right, it gets a little heated and we're just kind of like upset with each other for the rest of the night. But next day it kind of blows over and we're fine. But then we're kind of like how Paul is, how like we can sit here and argue about some shit and then crack a joke a couple minutes later and then just be like, well, why you gotta be so stupid? Why you being stupid?
Y'all been together forever, right?
Yeah, we've been together for a while. So I mean,
how many years?
12, 13?
Damn.
Yeah.
12 or 13 years?
That's like a homestead marriage. What's it
called? Yeah, we're basically married. Like
homestead marriage.
I think so. I had
that's not legal. That's not legal in Michigan, by the way. I found that out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Used to be, but it's not no more.
There was a coworker at one of my old jobs.
Common law, that's what it is.
Yeah, I had a coworker at one of my jobs, and he was with his girlfriend for 25 plus years. He says, why do I need a piece of paper to signify that we love each other? And they had 2 kids together and everything.
Yeah.
But, that makes sense. So that's very rare. So, Jeremy, are you gonna pop the question anytime soon? My brother waited 10 years before he did.
I know, and I know people are getting married left and right now. I see it, but I'm definitely going to. It's just I'm not the type of person to do anything small. So like the ring, the whole.
Has she been pushing you for it?
A little bit here and there,
like dropping comments and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
Like her and her friends talk about it. And,
yeah, here and there. And of course, the whole timeline. Everyone's just getting married or engaged or something like that. I think she just more or less just wants to be engaged, and have that ring on her finger, not necessarily like. Married.
We were supposed to get married last month, the 22nd.
Yeah,
and you had to go in,
and I had to go and
not
know how to pull out. Forget how.
Yeah. All right, fellas, do we got anything else?
Got any Ime assholes?
I do actually.
Ooh, shit.
Ooh.
Getting into that and then our picks, but I definitely had to do this one just because it's a Halloween related one.
Okay.
So
keep it seasonal.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to take my kids trick or treating down the hill?
Down a hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. My kids, a 7-year-old girl and almost 3-year-old girl, were super excited for Halloween this year. It's my favorite holiday as well, so I'm super excited too. I went all out for costumes, like always, that I spend almost a year putting together and making. Except my town moved our trick-or-treating from Saturday to Monday. That sucks for us because we live at the top of a pretty steep hill, and their dad will have the car because he works nights. Trick-or-treating starts at 7, and he leaves at 7 to go to work. I walk up this hill only when I absolutely have to. But other than that, I try to avoid it at all costs. It's 8 blocks up to the hill and up to the top, and pushing the stroller is even worse. And also trying to convince the tower to walk is even more hell. So I canceled the trick-or-treat plans. Instead, I bought them baskets for a camp-in and movie night. They have Halloween-themed pajamas, books, make your own monster kit, movies, snacks, and everything else. However, their grandparents say I'm ruining their holiday and depriving them of trick-or-treating because I'm being lazy. I don't want to ruin my kids' holiday, but I think they would enjoy the baskets and movie night as well. Or should I just tough it out and make the trip up this long-ass hill? Am I the asshole? She also adds in a couple things as well, too. Like,
how old are the kids again?
7 and 3. She's asked her friends for rides. Unfortunately, they can't. I guess the taxis in whatever small town this is, they stop at around 6, so she can't do that either. And they did somehow go to trunk or treating like the week before. So is she the asshole for not wanting to do this?
I think it's just bad circumstances. You know, your dad's got to work. Tried rides, you tried everything, but you're trying to make the most. You know, trying to make the best out of something bad. You know,
it's just trying to she's trying to get him stuff. She's not not trying.
Yeah, it'd be different if she just said, no, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah,
but
she's giving them snacks. She got them baskets. She got PJs. You know, it's not like.
Yeah, and look, it's 1 year. You know, you can't have it perfect every single year.
Yeah.
You know, but no. And plus,
is it like a gradual hill, or is it just like?
I'm picturing a hill like this.
Yeah.
It's like this,
it's
you
just
know,
like a hill.
It's like that.
Further goes up, like how they are, like San Francisco or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If it's one of those hills.
No, I don't blame her then. Fuck.
Yeah. Then if the grandparents are like you're depriving, okay, then why don't you two come? You come back. You come over here and then come help me. Then you know. Grandma and grandpa can get your smoke.
She ain't the asshole.
Yeah,
no,
not
she's
the
not.
asshole.
No, I don't think so.
All right, that's fair enough.
You got another one, or are we all set?
All set on that. You ready for these picks?
Another one.
Ooh, I forgot about the picks. Ooh,
another one.
Another one. Yeah, let's do these picks.
Another one.
All right. So we had 6 games last week. You two both went 5-1.
Right, baby.
There we go.
We're
Awkward
so
high five. Our friend does that on purpose. Like we'll go like this, and he'll be like,
"Yeah, you'll be like."
It's like the stepbrothers hug. You know?
So you guys both went 5-1.
Where did you go?
26-0.
Undefeated, baby. 6-0. So as of right
What's
now,
the one loss for us?
Fuck, I can't remember. I cannot remember.
I asked for the salmon 3 times.
I cannot remember, but the results as of right now, Evan, you are sitting at 29-20. Paul, 27-22. And myself, 34-15.
I like that. That's a nice ass record, dude. Jeremy, this is gonna be.
I need to start betting on these fucking games. Damn.
I guess.
All right, you guys ready for this?
For sure.
Let's do it.
All right, starting college. Number 1, Tennessee at number 3, Georgia.
I know this. I know.
At Athens.
Yep.
Tennessee's undefeated. Tennessee's on a roll though.
Or is Georgia undefeated too?
Yeah, they're both undefeated. So whoever loses this will drop in the
night game or day game?
Afternoon.
Day game.
Yeah, I think it's around like midday, 4:30, something like that.
Athens. I'm going with they're at Athens. I'm going Georgia.
I'm gonna go Georgia. Georgia.
I got faith in Tennessee, but I don't got faith in Tennessee. They're not proven. This is like their 1 year.
Yeah, I'm thinking this year is like an anomaly for them.
All right, yeah, you're probably right. Give me Georgia on this one. I can't go against them. All right, number 6, Alabama versus number 10, LSU.
This was gonna be
Crimson
another.
Tide going to Death Valley.
Bama. I bet against Bama.
Tennessee did beat Bama.
Barely.
Yeah,
W
took
still-
overtime. So
Was it 2 overtimes or 1?
I think it was 1.
I think it was just 1.
They're at Death
I'm
Valley.
going Bama. They've had their number. They've had LSU's number.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bama.
I'm rolling with Bama too. I don't know about LSU. It's a little iffy on that one. But all right, next up we got number 24 Texas at 13 Kansas State.
Texas sucks.
I'm gonna go Kansas State as well.
Kansas State. Yeah, give me Kansas State. Texas putting up a nice effort, but I don't think it's gonna happen. All right, jumping over to the NFL. Titans at Chiefs.
I'm gonna go with Chiefs.
They're at Arrowhead. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shit.
Derrick Henry hasn't been playing.
that's all they have is Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. Give me the Chiefs.
and then
on that one.
Mahomes got Tony from the Giants, so he's got another weapon.
Darius Tony. Yeah.
Darius
Yeah,
Tony, Juju.
Kelsey,
Yeah,
Hilaire.
All right, Chiefs it is for me too. All right, Chargers at Falcons.
Chargers.
what's the record for the Chargers? Like what?
I think they're
4-3.
4-2. They're both the same actually.
Chargers.
Going Chargers.
Yep,
Who the
Chargers
Lions-
are
who the
4-3.
Lions play?
Packers.
Lions play Packers.
Mm-hmm. Chargers are 4-3. Falcons are 4-4.
Yep.
And they're at Atlanta. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on that one. Yeah, that one. Keenan Allen's out. Mike Williams is out.
I'm taking the Falcons on that one actually.
You know what? Yeah, Chargers are laced with injuries. Parnham's out. Keenan Allen's out. Mike Williams is out.
Austin Eckler is back though.
I'm keeping Chargers. They have a defense.
I'll go with Chargers. I'm sticking with it.
Sticking with the Chargers. I'm taking the Falcons on this one. And finally, we got the Rams at the Bucks.
Monday night.
No, this is actually Sunday, 4:25.
What's the Monday night.
Monday night game is the Ravens at the Saints.
Throw in that one. Ravens Saints. What's Sunday night?
Sunday night that's the Titans and the Chiefs game.
Rams
So
and
throw in
Bucks.
the Saints and Ravens.
Rams are 3-4. Bucks are 3-5.
They're at the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rams.
I'm actually taking the Bucks on this one.
Think Tom Brady's gonna pull it out?
Got to.
Get over that divorce hump.
Just got to. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's on a 3-game losing streak. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Rams. Taking the Bucks. All right, and finally, we're going to throw on this one. Ravens at Saints
Thomas is out.
with a toe injury.
He's been out though, so they've been winning without
He's
him.
done for the season, actually, with that
Yeah.
toe surgery.
Ravens are 5-3.
Ravens.
Yeah, this is easy Ravens. Like, I can't. Future Lions quarterback Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore
You
Ravens.
want to throw in the Lions too, or no? 'Cause we already know they're gonna lose.
I don't even want to touch the game. Like, I know we're going to lose. Like,
Are they at Lambeau?
no, they're home.
Yeah, Saints are dead last in the league at turnover differential. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens. Sorry, Saints.
Just for shits and giggles,
And-
Packers versus Lions. We can just give our predictions right now.
You final score too.
Oh my God, you want everything?
Yep, I do. Sure the fuck do.
God, you want everything.
Packers 28-10.
I think this is the game that Aaron Rodgers is finally gonna be like, okay,
Those 6 touchdowns.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna say Packers. I'm gonna say 24-10.
You should do it to where whoever's closest to the score gets an extra win.
Look at this motherfucker.
Is adding other stipulations?
You know what? Keep adding shit. I'm gonna ride on home, man. What the fuck?
I'm going to go with
Ah.
Packers 28, Lions 24. At least try and keep this close. Like once again, try to keep this close, even though I know it's not gonna happen. Sad.
I forgot the score I just said. No, I'm gonna change my score. I'm gonna do 24-13. 24-13.
Lions?
Packers. You are still sipping on the juice that is Dan
going
Campbell's.
Lions?
No. Oh no, God no. It's Packers for me.
Yeah.
28.
Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid.
The actual Kool-Aid is good, but not this Honolulu Blue. Nope.
It's over. Go home.
Nope. I think that's it, fellas, right?
Yep,
Yep.
those are our picks.
Alrighty, that's it. That's all picks. Am I the assholes? We got everything going here. So once again, thank you guys so much for tuning into the latest episode of Speak Your Piece. My name is Evan Hoy, along with the co-host Paul Shapiro and Jeremy Bryant. Make sure you guys are following us on all social media, Spotify and iHeartRadio, where you guys find your podcast at. Instagram, SpeakYourPiece_313. Facebook and YouTube at Speak Your Piece. TikTok, Speak Your Piece_podcast, where we posting up videos there. Make sure you guys click that like button, follow, share with everybody. Fellas, once again, it's good being back with you guys. And we got one more thing, of course. Let's finish this off with a peace.
And again, that's the hero gig.